recording live.
Huh?
You have to replay it.
Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out every week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom called America. All right. But first, we're going to say what? Ka,
Lion, La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash, Muhammad.
All right. Double honor to the elder apostles, the GMS, and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and our and the children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. So somebody get Revelation 18 and 8 real quick. All right, we're gonna go into the plagues, man.
Revelations chapter 18 and 8.
Right. So we know about Sadnetta going to visit the Dallas camp last night, and they were bringing out certain topics, talking about the plagues. How the Lord said we're gonna come out of America right when the plagues are happening. So what plagues are he talking about? All right, that's how you know it's talking about Babylon being this place. That the bulk of the deliverance is going to happen right here in America. All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Revelation 18 and 8.
Yep.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
Right. So who's talking about America, Babylon? Her plagues are going to come in one day. See that? It's going to be quick. Go ahead.
Death and mourning and famine.
Right. So these are the plagues. All right. A plague. The word plague just means a hurtful thing. Okay. So the Lord is going to bring these plagues. What? Death. What is it?
It says, death and mourning and famine.
And famine. All right. So go ahead.
And she shall be utterly burnt with fire.
Right. So it's not talking about the Roman Empire. It's talking about America. That America, Babylon is going to be utterly burnt with fire, man. Go ahead.
And she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who judgeth her.
That's right. Where is it? Let's go to 4. So now we know about the plague. Let's see who he was talking to. Go ahead.
It's Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right. So that's when we get taken up into the chariot. All right. So that's when the hopeful elect get taken up into the chariot. They said that you come out of her, my people. So that we're gonna hear that voice from the heaven saying, "Call me or whatever that is." Going up into the chariot. And and at that moment, we're gonna say what? That you be not partakers of her plagues. The plagues represent what we just read in verse 8.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Right.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
There you go, man. So what's that? That's right here in America, in this place, where the Lord said that the land's going to be destroyed from one end to the other. What's that? He's going to sweep with the best of destruction? You know? What did he say again? Oh. The day is coming, it's going to burn as the oven. So those are the plagues, man. All right, so the Lord said, what? Come out of her, my people. Where are we going to go? So he's talking about the day of deliverance. All right, getting taken up to the church. Go ahead, brother.
Zechariah chapter 2.
Look at the righteous shall scarcely be saved.
Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 6. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
Ooh, that's a cut. All right, so that's where the foundation is going to be at, right here in Babylon. That's why you have the apostles over here. That's why you have the bulk of the camps spreading all around America, and America split up into so many different parts. All right, he said, what? Those that dwell in the daughter of Babylon in the last days, that's where they're going to be. The bulk of them. The land of the north. That's North America. All right. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 23.
Right.
It says, I also will make it a possession for the bitter and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Lord of hosts.
Right, because ain't nobody going to be here. Nobody's going to be able to live in this land, man, after the destruction. They're going to be burned up. All right? So let's keep going with some precepts, man. Yeah, we were teaching for about 30 minutes, but it wasn't recorded. So now we kind of starting over. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, I need that one.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Oh, yeah. Read it again.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, 18. And the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and sinner appear?
Go up a little higher. Start at the house.
All right, it's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it
so you already seen, so that's Jacob's trouble. All right, so you see Israel being judged as a nation, but right after that, you're gonna see the judgment of the Gentiles, the other nation, because 2/3 of our people are in that Gentile state of mind. All right, go ahead.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua?
So Jacob's trouble is gonna be a time like no other time before. So if the judgment is beginning at the house of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, you see how much harsh judgment punishment he's putting on his own people. How much more is going to be more harsh on these other nations, man, that inflicted his people. Go ahead.
And the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Yeah, so the righteous are scarcely going to be saved, man. They say they're going to pull the elect through the fire, man.
That's why he said, "Come out of her, my people."
Go
on. That you see not partakers of a plague, man. And we just read what those plagues going to be.
Go on.
Death, mourning, and fire. Right, bro?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, and verse 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. Turn ye unto him from whom the children of Israel have deeply provoked it. You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord, he's going to defend his elect. He's going to deliver us out of the land of the north. You see what I'm saying? According to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, I believe. You see what I'm saying? So we need to turn at the Lord for proof and listen to the words of his mouth through the men of the Lord.
Oh, right, man. That's just it, man. Somebody get Zechariah 14 and 12. All right, because America's about to be destroyed, man. You got to know that. America's Babylon.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Right. So this is the plague. This is what the Lord chose to bring upon these nations, these heathens, man. He said, "He's gonna judge the earth with fire." All right, go ahead.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall be among them, and they shall be shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor.
Right. Yeah, that's it. All right, cool. We get 2 Ezra 16:11.
2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. 2 Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Right. So this Egypt is spiritually Egypt, America, right? Right. Somebody grab Jeremiah 50. 50 and 11.
Good.
Oh, 50 and 13.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
Right, that's not talking about the Roman Empire. Right, that's talking about right here in Babylon, America. All right, it's going to be uninhabited, man. Everything you're looking at, all the vanity and bullshit you see here, it's going to be uninhabited, man. Go ahead.
Verse 14, Jeremiah 50. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
Right, so that's what we're witnessing. All the nations are putting themselves in array against Babylon, against America. They're not putting themselves in array against the Roman Empire. See that? So this is where it's at, right here.
I saw a quick video yesterday on Turkey and the F-35 fighter jets, and how they felt like they was a scam buying them from America, and they wanted to reconstruct whatever deal they had with America pertaining to that jet. And if America don't want to reconstruct it, they'll buy it from Russia. They flat out said it just like that.
See that? And we waiting for that. We waiting for France and Turkey to join in with Russia. But they're the ones according to Ezekiel 38. All right, and France just came at America over something recently. Did y'all hear about that? The subs, yeah. To somebody, they gave it to somebody. Australia.
There was something about that deal that was funky. They wanted to redo that.
Yep. They basically they decided to arm Australia with nukes, and that would get them to be able to break their freedom from France and from China. Right? So France is like, yo, what are you doing? You basically trying to go to war with us.
And if I may add on, which is also prophecy in itself, man, because what scripture say? The beast shall turn to hate the whore, man. Hey, France and Turkey are allies of America, you know. So just like the brother Thun y'all said, hey, if they don't get them fighter jets, get that deal reconstructed, those fighter jets, they're going straight to Russia, man. You know. So with that being said, they forming their own alliance against America.
And that's what we're about to go into. Because when Turkey and France join forces with Russia, that's what Ezekiel 38 is talking about. Matter of fact, I got it.
Ezekiel 38 and what?
Started 1.
Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
All right, so now that's talking about Gog being the Kremlin and Magog being Russia. All right, but the Lord is against them, even though He's setting them up to destroy America. And so that lets you know what the plan, the thought process of the Lord is, man.
Right. Yep. Read it one more time. I got you.
Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog.
Right, the land of Russia. All right. Go ahead.
The chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Right, the chief prince of Eurasia. You got Eastern Asia, and then you got Western Asia. All right, Western Europe is where the elites are at. All right, Britain and all of that. On the right side, you got Russia. And in the lower right corner, you have China. All right, go ahead.
And prophesy against them.
Right, the chief prince of that old Soviet Union areas over there, man. The areas they fighting over. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3. And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Right, so the Lord, even though He's going to use Russia, the same way the Lord used Nebuchadnezzar. But what happened to Nebuchadnezzar and his bloodline in 540 BC? They got taken down too. So the Lord's saying, prophesy against them, man. Prophesy against Russia, that the Lord going to destroy them too. He's going to manipulate them like a damn puppet. Think you got power. No, you ain't got no damn power. The Lord controlled it. He controlled the heart of the kings. All right. Somebody get that, Babakasha?
Hey,
the Lord controlled the heart of the kings?
If I may add on, it's just like, hey, you got a dirty napkin on the ground, man. You're going to use a clean napkin to pick up that dirty napkin. Somebody on the outside looking in may think you're going to clean that clean napkin just because the dirty was already clean. But no, you're going to get rid of that clean. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Lord finna do with Russia. All right, get rid of this dirty work, which is America. All right, and his other allies is going to be right along with it, man. You know, but at the end of the day, Russia right along with America is going to be out of here too, man. Why? Because they're Edomites as well.
It's Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right, he did the same thing with Nebuchadnezzar. All right, the Lord was saying that he was going to turn Nebuchadnezzar back. He was going to control him. He said the same thing with Russia. He controlled the hearts of these kings, man. And they just made Putin, Vladimir. They just made him king. Before that, they had the whole the voting system and all that. But now the last vote, they're trying to do away with that soon over in Russia and China. They're making them kings again, meaning they're moving away from that Roman style setup where you would vote for a king or a Caesar, and you have the Congress have to vote. They can vote him out of power. All right, that's the reason they came up with the concept of a Caesar. All right, and they have a president that could be voted out of power. But imagine if Biden, he died or something, or he got voted out of office and his son took over. And then he died and his son took over. That's the error. That's why the Lord said we're gonna be king. When we sit on the throne, we're not gonna have to be removed from the seat to have heirs. We're gonna be able to add to it. Create another seat for my son. All right.
I have an injection.
Yep. So they made him king. So now his bloodline gonna rule on that throne in Russia if they stayed in power. But the Lord said, what? Prophesy against them also, man. Go ahead, good bro. The bear. They all through the Bible. Huh? No, they all throughout the Bible in prophecy, man. Russia. All right, let's go. Y'all all.
In the book of Jeremiah 27 and 8. And I should come to pass that the nation of and kingdom which will not serve the same Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, and that will not put their neck under the yoke of the king of Babylon.
Right.
That nation will I punish, say the Lord Yahweh, with the sword and with the famine and with the pestilence until I have consumed them by his hand.
There you go, man. So the Lord raised up Nebuchadnezzar, all right, to rule at that time to create the prophecy that goes with Daniel 7. All right. Being the king of Babylon in 605 BC after his dad Nebuchadnezzar. But he said, what? You better listen, y'all gonna go under this damn yoke. Just like we had to go under the yoke of Esau. That's a curse put on us. But the Lord said we were gonna fall under the yoke of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, and whoever didn't go with them into Babylon, they would be destroyed. And that was the message also. What using Jeremiah? Yeah, Jeremiah, man. All right, and also at that time, damn Nebuchadnezzar, right? He reminded me of Biden so much. Somebody get Judith Chapter 2. Yeah, because this is what Biden's doing right now. That's how you know this is not a spiritual Babylon. It was a time when Nebuchadnezzar, he wanted all the armies to fight with him, all the nations to fight with him and join with him in the battle. And the ones that said no, he threw a little temper tantrum and went to destroy him. All right, he went to go kill anybody that didn't do what he said. Now that sounds like Biden right now. Anybody that's not with the New World Order or with the mandates, they putting clamps down on people. Go ahead, Judith. It's in the Apocrypha.
Yeah, 2 or what?
1. Which type of 1?
All right, this is Judith chapter 2, verse 1. And in the 18th year of the 2 and 20th day of the first month.
Right, that would be 587 BC. All right, because the next year, that's when they took us down, 586. All right, the book of Judith. Go ahead, brother.
There was talk in the house of Nebuchadnezzar.
Right, they was talking in his house. He was in there talking shit. Just like in the White House, which I don't think Biden's in there. Go ahead.
King of the Assyrians.
Right, he was a king of a who?
King of the Assyrians.
Right, so stop teaching that he was an African. Go ahead, brother.
That he should, as he said, avenge himself on all the earth.
Right, he wanted to avenge himself. He was mad. Right? Who does that sound like, man? That sounds like Esau. They want to avenge themselves on all the earth right now. Damn, creepy Joe Biden. He's mad because everybody laughing at him and shit. Right?
So he called unto him all his officers and all his nobles, and communicated with them his secret his secret counsel.
Yeah, ain't that what they doing? The Illuminati, the secret council. They called everybody that's with them, called their little secret council over here. All right, go ahead, take the water, brother.
It says, and concluded the afflicting of the whole earth out of his own mouth.
So he concluded the afflicting of the whole earth out of his own mouth, man. That's Biden. Today, that spirit on Biden. The Lord using him out of the spirit of his mouth to bring punishment upon the whole world. Right, go ahead. But for anybody that doesn't go with their agenda.
Then they decreed to destroy all flesh that did not obey the commandment of his mouth.
Right? So they put a decree out to destroy all flesh that did not do the commandments of his mouth. All right? But they're not putting a decree out to destroy all flesh that don't do the commands that come out of the Lord's mouth. See that? They worship men and not the Lord. All right? Where we at? Where was that?
Ezekiel 38.
Let's get back to that.
All right, you got it. Sorry,
This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4.
Right.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen,
right,
all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers. Verse Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right. When the Lord speaks of turning somebody back, he's talking about turning their will according to the Father's will. He's talking, think what he want to do or do what he want. But it's all the Most High's plan. We just read it. The king's heart. Can we get that again? All right, goes perfect with this. So the Lord turned them back. They want to be at peace with America? Nah, the Lord turned them away from that. All right? And now he turned them back into being what? That old Soviet Union mindset. Where they want to conquer that whole Eastern Eurasia again. All right? What's that, Ukraine? They want Ukraine and all of that, man, so they can go against America. All right? Just like China's trying to take Taiwan back after World War II. Just like North Korea trying to take South Korea back after all the stuff Babylon took. All right, because after World War II, in the 1950s, Russia took North Korea and America took South Korea. All right, let's keep going, bro.
All right, this is Proverbs 21.
So North Korea and South Korea are the same people. They just got divided by Esau.
This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. As a river of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
There you go, man. So he turns it whithersoever he will, man. Like the rivers of water. What controls the water when it turns? The callus, the turning of the river. The path that you have to lay a path out for the river to go. So the Lord laid the path out already for Russia. All right, let's keep going, bro. Ezekiel 38. So through that, the Lord, through situations that's happening with America, these backdoor deals, the breaking of treaties, the Lord is using that to manipulate Putin. All right, turning them against this place, man.
Hey, Putin is a ex KGB soldier.
Yeah, assassin.
So he's prepared.
He's prepared. Yeah, man.
I heard he got in a jet and bombed some shit himself.
Yeah. Biden ain't do that.
They say
Trump ain't do that.
they've been talking about Putin's walk. He has a funny gait, and the reason why he has that funny gait is he's always prepared to grab his gun.
Damn.
He's always prepared to grab his gun. So he walks certain ways. Always prepared to grab his gun.
He's coward.
Hey, man, and listen. So when Trump was in office, there was a news article that showed the difference in the countries of Russia and the United States. And you can tell, and they said each country is modeled after their president or after their leader. So they showed Trump, and Trump was doing that stand where he's like this, right, looking all fucked up and flicking. And they were like, that's literally the mind state of America. Then they showed Putin, he was riding a horse with a gun on his waist, with his shirt off, looking fit than a motherfucker, and he's like 70-something years old. And then they went on to say, can you imagine if World War III was a battle between Trump and Putin himself, how Putin would beat the shit out of Trump in a fist fight. And they went on to say that's the equivalent of what Russia's gonna do to America.
That's right. That's why the scripture called Russia the bear.
Right.
Right? It means to be enough. Like the Lord made him equipped, right, to handle America, man. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 10. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used us of the hatred against them. And I will make them known amongst them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given to us to consume. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them.
So look at what the Lord's doing. He's setting up the battlefield, right? And like we out here just teaching, and we out here just giving the word. So they ain't even really paying no attention to us. All right. So the Lord's setting up the battlefield and having these nations destroy each other, right? All for what? All to show him as being the only true power, and to show the children of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who his chosen ones are. And this all what this is for. So they don't even know what's about to happen to them. World War III is all breaking out, and he's pulling his elect off the earth, right, to set them up to take over these nations. While they're in the heat of the battle fighting themselves, they're gonna turn and look and see us standing there, jumping in, saying, "We got next."
Right. Right. He said this place is speaking all kind of blasphemy, right? Somebody get that Revelation 7:17. Right. That's what helped you know that this is Babylon, man. All right. And the Lord is raising up Russia and all these nations against it.
17:3.
From 1 all the way through.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will shout unto thee the judgments of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
There you go. So we're back to this again, huh? Judgment of the great whore. That's what we should have titled it. The focus was the Pope. But go ahead.
Verse 2, Revelation chapter 17.
Right. We ain't talking about the false prophet no more. Now we're focusing on the daughter of Babylon again, right? The great whore. Go ahead. The destruction of this place and the battle between what? Russia and America right now at this point. Go ahead, bro.
Revelation 17, chapter 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Right, and Russia was one of those kings through their witchcraft form of business. Right, Masonic business deals that they got. So they committed that fornication with them. Go ahead.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Right, man. So what her philosophy and iniquity. So what happens when you walk up to a thief and you start to do deals with him? Y'all selling stolen goods. All right. So what did they do? You had the slave trade. They started selling slaves, man. And they built America off of our backs.
You become an accomplice. You become accomplice to the crime.
That's right, man. Accomplice. Even in their court. You can't. Shit. What's the RICO law?
God.
Guilty by association.
Yeah, that's what Putin gonna get. You guilty because you're an Edomite. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3, Revelation chapter 17. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, like, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right, so that's America being ruled by the European Union, 7 heads and 10 horns. All right, but they got the names of blasphemy, nothing but wickedness upon this place, man. Even their founding fathers are blasphemy. All right. So what? This place has spoken nothing but blasphemy against the children of Israel. All right, false doctrine, disrespecting the spirit of truth. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
And when the Lord said, "What? We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places."
Revelation 17. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a gold cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Get back to Ezekiel 38. No, go ahead, finish that part. That part. Mystery Babylon.
Verse 5, Revelation 17. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
There you go, man. All right, so that's America, man. The mother of harlots. All right, birthing out nothing but adultery. All right, so we'll get back to Ezekiel 38.
Really quick, going off of what Mark was talking about when he talked about the leaders in the beginning of the 1900s, there was a president by the name of Theodore Roosevelt who used to regularly stage boxing matches at the White House. He was a real type of brawler type of dude. He would stage boxing matches in the White House. He would kill big game. He was at the time, a manly man. But now the image of America is Biden, some guy who cries at the podium when people ask him questions. And that shows the state. That shows the entire spirit of America.
Hey, Con, valid point. Just like the brother just said that Elder brother just brought up, man. Like Putin and Trump that he used for the representation. Hey, basically you're a work of your leader, man. So just like with Biden, shit. Like you say, what he's incompetent, he's soft-hearted. Hey, that's the people over here in America today, man. With the whole Dave Chappelle thing, not to go into that, but soft-hearted, man. Hey, you got to watch what you say. You got to watch certain words. The neutrality, whatever. You can't even speak on it, man. But y'all get the gist of it.
Because good times make weak men, and hard times build hard men, man.
All right. What's the old saying? You can't handle the truth. White Esau can't handle the truth. That's why they try to shut us down and shut down YouTube.
Hey, come on. They say you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen, but y'all pride out to see y'all, man. Y'all keep y'all ass in there.
Right, man. Right. While you're in the kitchen, you might well jumping that up too. Go ahead,
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4, and I start at verse 2. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out in blood touching blood. Like wickedness. Wickedness touch wickedness, man. And it just get drawn out to where it's abundance of it, where the Lord got to uproot it, man.
What was the first part you read?
By swearing and lying and killing and stealing.
All right, so now let's go back to this association. So that's what the upper elites do. So what are the citizens going to do? They're going to follow suit, right? This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. So that makes the American people just as wicked as the individuals that are setting up this whole system. All right, so now, because what are we going to do? We're proud to be American. They're going to fight for America. You got the troops going over there, living to this. No matter how much they see that it's morally wrong, they still do the bidding of the devil, man. Right, so if a ruler hearkens to lies, and everything this whole setup is a fucking lie. Babylon is a lie itself, man. It means confusion. So everybody else that follow behind the spirit of Babylon is confused themselves.
I'm gonna jump to verse 4. All right, to land back that point.
Yet, and this is Hosea 4:4. Yet let no man strive nor reprove another, for this people are as they that strive with the priests.
So the people follow the priest, man. Going until that false prophet. All right, that unclean spirit. All right, being the Pope. All right, that wine, that philosophy of America, man. Babylon.
The devil gonna get you one or two ways. I mean, we all gotta get our daily bread, but he gonna get you with the job and he gonna get you with the worship. So he's consuming all of your time. Right? So now you go to the job and you work, and you trying to work, you're trying to get overtime, because you got inflation's going up, you're wondering why you can't keep money in the bank because gas is $25,000 a gallon. Right, so now they put all this affliction on the people. That's why it says if a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants, because all the people, the citizens, become servants unto the ruler, the ruling class, which is the upper elite. But they put the president as the face puppet of what their agenda is going to be, man. So now, what do the people do? They follow suit. But now, when they change the order, right, they know they're going to have resistance, like how you said in your lesson. They said we expect resistance and we're prepared for it. So America doesn't even know what America's about to do to America. You know?
This verse 5. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night.
So listen, because we're the children of the day. So when daytime, we're approaching daytime. So when daytime comes, right, they're gonna fall, right, because they were drunken by the priest in the night. All right, so now they go into their secret places and they put together their devices and come up with a plan. And what do? They manipulate the minds of the people to follow along with that plan, no matter how. Because these people nowadays don't have a moral compass. They can't discern what's right and what's wrong. So the Lord has them all in the spirit of derision.
So with that being said, when that day comes, when there is no president or overseer, if whatever you want to call it, hey, shit, the people gonna go straight chaotic out here, man. Why? Because they don't have nobody to follow. When we have the perfect person to follow, like Scripture says, mark the perfect man, which is Yahweh Shai, man. You know, but while we down here on the earth too as well, hey, our elders and whatnot, man. You know, all the way from the top all the way down to the bottom, you know. So with that being said, when that time comes, shit, they're gonna lose. They're going to go straight AY. Isaiah 33:6. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time, man. So therefore, you're going by the knowledge and wisdom of these two. You know what I'm saying? These two posted shit. You're going to be left in the goddamn dust, man. You know?
It's Proverbs 29:13. The poor and the deceitful man meet together. The Lord lightened both of their eyes. So the Lord's putting in the minds of the wicked what to do, and we're all meeting in the same place and putting in the minds of the elect of what we're going to do. It's a constant war. It's a constant fight in the womb, the earth being the womb. It's the same fight that Jacob and Esau were having in the womb of Rebekah. It's a constant battle, but now it's a spiritual warfare. Don't think because Esau's weapon is a sword that he's not using spiritual negative tactics. That's what his whole thing is. He don't even really have to use the sword. He's using the sword and deception to rule these other nations. The spiritual from the left-hand side, man. And to rule the people here in America, man. 2/3 of our people have fallen victim to that.
Right. Yeah. Hey, somebody get 2 Corinthians 5 and 8. The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Hamashiach.
Good. And what do you have? What does apostleship mean? It means to be sent out. All right, so there are false apostles sent out to deceive the minds of the people. That could be 2/3 of our people, like false leaders, and there can be the other nations having false leaders. So they're sent out in what? To do the bidding of the devil. The Lord told Satan to put the spirit in them. It's sent out to do your dirty work that I assigned to you to do. Because just like how the Lord has an agenda on the right-hand side, he also has an agenda on the left. And what is that going to do all at the end? To show his power, who he is, man. We know who he is, but the rest of the world's going to find out when Yahweh Shai shows up.
Verse 14. And no marvel, and marvel not, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Oh, that's it. Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. The most biggest trick the devil did was convince the whole world that he doesn't exist and that he is God. Convince the whole world that he didn't exist, he doesn't exist, and that he is God, man. That's the biggest trick the devil ever did.
Spiritually and the physical sense, man.
Come.
Being the sixth son of the son of the sixth Pope of Rome.
Right.
All right, Caesar Borgia.
Come. And look at what he represents. All right. He was zesty, right? He was zesty. Incestual, because he had sex with his sister. What else? He was a murderer, right? All these things make up the personality and character traits of Esau, man. So that's the image that they have of God, of their power, is deceit, the devil. And that name goes back to Baal. Got our people calling upon that name.
It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5, verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be sent out again.
So judgment is going to be happening over and over as confusion rises up and wit starts to hide herself. Like Lord's going to be sending out judgment periodically. Boom, send another one, send another one, send another one. It ain't going to stop either. The Lord said the night, what did Paul say? The night is far spent. Right? So it's going to be daytime soon. But before it comes day, when it becomes daytime, this place is going to be on fire, man. Noonday, the climax of what's going on is when the mist is going to drop.
Read that again.
2nd Esdras 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mischievous women shall bring forth monsters.
Right, this is a curse that came on our people. But it's also going to fall in 2/3 today. Right here in this place. The Lord going to what? draw upon this the line of confusion. And the scripture said it's written that they're going to be confused, man. Right? Walking around with like chickens with the head cut off. Right? With no head, man. With no shepherd. Right? We were like sheep having no shepherd.
And salt waters shall be found in sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into a secret chamber.
Right, that's what the brother was talking about. It's going to be confusion out here. And wit is going to hide itself. Or it's going to be a famine of the word. You know? So without the smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall scatter. And if the sheep have not returned into the shepherd, then they're still scattered. And if it's a headless body, it can be manipulated however somebody else wanted to. It's a dead thing. A dead thing can be controlled, manipulated. All right, keep going, brother.
Verse 10, it shall be salt of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and inconsistency be multiplied upon earth.
Right, man. So what is that? Unrighteousness, right? Yeah, so unrighteousness is going to be multiplied. So they said the wicked going to wax worse and worse. So we're seeing it, man. The darkness is spreading at the same time that light is being lit. All right, to put out that darkness. Go ahead, brother.
One land also shall ask another, and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee?
Right, so make it the famine of the word. Why? Because they're going to be a famine of the word. He said, another land going to say to another land, what you got coming over here? The Haitians. What you got coming over here? Everybody from South America. They ain't going to be able to go to the internet and find the men of the Lord no more. They're going to have to run through the streets to and fro. Hey, you seen them brothers that used to be out here? Wait, where they at? They downtown? You're going to be running out of gas if you can afford it, trying to find the men of the Lord.
Hey, and that's also going to be a representation of the 10 virgins. 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. So they're going to be running around looking for us, trying to get that oil, and we're going to be like, go get to them that buy.
Right. Yep. That's really talking about these people like Tazariak and them. You know, you had the virgins that were called into this truth, but only few going to be chosen. All right.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
There you go, man. That's not just talking about the internet. That's talking about these people waxing worse and worse, blocking it. You know, they stopping their ears like a deaf adder. You know, go ahead.
Verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to east to seek. They shall run to and fro to seek the words of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and shall not find it.
There you go. They're not going to find it. The Lord ain't going to. He said, wit going to hide itself, man. You see that? And the Lord not going to let them find him. That's what the truth is. All right, finding the word is finding him. And the Lord not going to let them find that, man. They're going to be stuck in it. He's going to leave. He said, I'm going to leave you there and melt you. You got that? Yeah, he said, I'm going to leave you there and melt you. That's right. Go ahead, brother. Finish that a little bit more.
Okay, 2nd Esdras 5 and start at back 11. One land also shall ask another, and say, it's righteousness that maketh a man righteous going through thee. And it shall say, no. At the same time shall man hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper.
That's right, man. So they wait. He said, what? The last part?
Verse 12. At the same time shall men hope, but nothing attain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper.
There you go, man. They're laboring, and their ways are not prospering, man. You know, and he said they're going to hope. And thanks to Obama, thanks to Obama, what happened? He put that false hope in everybody, getting them prepared for Biden.
If I may add on, just go back to the point of the leadership, man. You know, with that being said, Obama, Trump, and now Biden, you know, Obama brought out the quote-unquote quotations, the blacks, man. He built the doom up, you know. Everybody was hyped. And Trump came through and brought out the bigotry and the Edomites, man. You know, now Biden here brought out the pedos and the weirdos, you know, so far.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 25. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them. And thou shalt not go out among them. So when the day is coming, the Lord send that famine of the word, we ain't gonna no longer go out among the people. We ain't gonna be prophesying.
That's what my phone is.
You see what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be out here in the midst of famine and martial law. You see what I'm saying? Verse 26. And I will make thy tongue to cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. So you're gonna be walking around, you know what I'm saying? You might have, you know what I'm saying, so in your hand. You're gonna have it in your hand, and then you're gonna be looking at us like, so. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Let's prove that. Let's prove that. Because you know why? You're gonna say, nah, man, we ain't teaching today. See that? You're gonna call that tongue to cleave to their mouth, man. He ain't gonna allow you, he ain't gonna allow us to teach no more. See that? So even if we wanted to, we ain't gonna be able to tell people at some point. Something gonna happen to where the famine of the word gonna kick in.
I'll leave you there. Melcher.
Oh no, five versions.
Slack.
Yeah, I need 10 versions real quick. And we'll go yep. But yeah, so that's right, man. They're gonna be trying to run up to us. Hey, man, can you tell me about you? I remember y'all was out there. I think it was like a couple months ago, right? They're trying to give me this right now, and I've lost my home. Can you tell me about Deuteronomy?
Hey,
can you break down Revelations to me? No, anybody got time for that.
We're gonna say cast out thy pearls under swine.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get to speak. That's right. That's right, man. Somebody got it? Yeah. Go ahead, brother. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, 10 verses.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 25. I'm going to start at verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins.
Right, so the kingdom of heaven is likened unto 10 virgins. What's that? Ezekiel 37. Somebody get that, Babaka, sir? All right. Which verse? 1. Yeah, I think. Let's say, yeah, no sinews upon them. They had no breath in them. Yep, no breath in them. Yeah.
All right, this is verse 8.
Yeah, verse 8. I think it's 8. All right.
This is Ezekiel 37, 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
Right. Sinew on his sinew. Yeah. No, I need verse 6. My bad. Yeah, verse 5. Verse 5. Come on.
Ezekiel 37 and 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
Right. That's what we wait. That's what the Lord did. We were waiting for, according to Revelations 11. All right. So when the Lord made a separation and woke us up from among the dead. All right. So so somebody get Vinny a call. Get chosen. I got that. I need Vinny a call for your chosen real quick. Come on, no.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 22, verse 14. For many are called, but few are chosen.
Ooh, man. Yeah, good. Yeah.
All right, this is St. Matthew, chapter 22, verse 13. Then said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot, and take him away and cast him into outer darkness.
Right, that's talking about these damn reprobates, you know, and also the hireling. All right, that's not teaching the proper doctrine, or that look back and go back into the world. All right, they claim they know the Lord, but they don't. Especially you got these people, man, the ones that are of the circumcision. The ones that are of the circumcision. These guys right here in the little corner. All right, IUIC, ISUPK, GOCC, and ICJC. ICGJC. Get it. Go ahead.
There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Right, and the weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right, that's why the scriptures say their teeth gonna be set on edge. All right. Go ahead. It's gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth, and everybody's sins are gonna fall on themselves, man. You know. Go ahead, brother.
For many are called, but few are chosen.
See, many gonna be called, but few are chosen. And we're not gonna know who the chosen are until what's the this shall belong who my chosen. Yeah. Yep. So we're not going to know until then. Right now, we're all laying our testimonies out. We're all continuing in the work. But everybody's going to be delivered according to their works. All right? The ones that don't do it correctly, all their work is going to get burned up. And what did Paul say? He said, ye are my work in the Lord. All right? So these reprobates, their work is going to get burned up, meaning 2/3 that's following. All right? They're going to get burned up, man. Weeping and gnashing of teeth, that's pain. They said also, they're all going to know it after death by pain. So the Lord going to make sure they feel that pain. Go ahead, brother.
2nd Ezra chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 71. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. But they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
All right, what's that? Martial law. All right, and you see it's going that direction right now. Now they're talking about coming into your house, taking your children out the house, separating the families, internment camps, re-education camps. You're hearing more talk about this now. All right, and they're gonna send troops to do it. You ain't gonna see Biden's punk ass show up at your door. Go ahead, bro. You're gonna send them troops, man. They're gonna be like madmen, sparing none. Why? As we read a minute ago in Judith, he's gonna give them. Yeah, can we go back to that? Yeah, where you was at? Get that real quick. It says,
This is Judith, chapter 2, verse 1. And in the 18th year, the 22nd day of the first month, there was a talk in the house of Nebuchadnezzar, king of the Assyrians, that he should, as he said, avenge himself on all the earth. So he called unto himself his officials and all his nobles, and
oh, here you go. Read verse 7.
Verse 7.
All right, let's get to the point. So this is what Biden is going to say to the martial law troops. Everybody that's agreeing with the mandate. All right, the ones that's not, they're getting fired and retired. Go ahead, brother.
Judith 2:7. And thou shalt declare unto them that they prepare for me earth and water.
Right. So what is he saying now? You better go with the mandates, or pay a tax, or do that test that they go up your nostrils with. All right, you got to do this every week. So they're making commands. See right there, he told them that they should give earth and water. See that? You don't want to do what I say? Well, now you got it. When I show up, when I send my troops, you better have some earth for me, and you better have a bunch of water waiting on you. If not, that's going to show me you really not with me. All right, that's what Biden's doing. Go ahead.
It says, and thou shalt declare unto them that they prepare for me earth and water, for I will go forth in my wrath against them, and I will cover the whole face of the earth with the feet of mine army.
Right, that's martial law. Well, he's gonna cover the whole earth, right, with the feet of their New World Order army, man, the Great Reset army. Go ahead.
And it says, and I will give them for a spoil unto them.
Whoa, so the Lord, I mean not the Lord, but the Lord created it. But people like Biden and Nebuchadnezzar, he said what? He gave the world and the ones that don't agree with his gender for a spoil to his army. Go ahead. Now let's get back to this. What we're reading a minute ago. Bad men sparing none.
Come on. 2nd Ezra chapter 16.
Right. It's just like that. Salaki, man. That's just like when they told Esau to come over here, and you had the whole cowboy cattle rancher situation. And yet, and just like with Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, they said, yeah, it's a new country over there. Go ahead, you get your chance at riches, because they was impoverished over there in the pit, over there in Europe. See that? They came over here seeking riches. So they said, anybody go over there, it's a new world. You can chase your own riches, man. So the same thing happening now with the New World Order. They're saying anybody that make the move, you can get rich. Any corporations want to be in this, you can get rich. Any pharmaceutical companies, you can get rich. They're becoming something called super billionaires. All right, that's what Bill Gates is becoming, man. His job was to rally up all the corporations. All right. And Charles Schwab, his job is to rally up the world, the nations, United Nations. All right, and bring them together for this new world order agenda. All right, let's go.
All right, back from the top.
Right, and then the United Nations represent what? The armies that they're gonna bring. All right.
All right, this second Ezra chapter 16, verse 7. But there shall be in every city, but there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Right, because we're gonna be the main ones standing up against this shit. One of the last ones. Everybody's around you that's acting like they're not with Biden. They're gonna fold, man. They don't have no faith. You probably seen a lot of your family members fold now. You better watch your woman. You must come home and don't even know she done went and got it. You see that? All right, so they're gonna fold, man. A lot of people are gonna fold, and you're gonna be like, damn, it's up to me now. You know, just us few, last few brothers around the world. He said, when I return, shall I find faith upon her? All right, go ahead, good bro.
Verse 71, 2nd Ezra chapter 16. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Right, so they're going to be like madmen, sparing none. So that's anybody that disagrees with it. But at the same time, they're going to be focusing on us. See that? Trying to steal from us and spoil us. At the same time, they're going to be like, yo, yeah, those Israelites, get them. They the one, they terrorists. You know what I'm saying?
They're the ones causing this rebellion.
They're causing it, yeah. The things they saying, they're doing it.
Just like the other nations did when we were trying to build the wall and build a temple again. Yep. All right, they say if you let them construct this temple and give them a place to worship, now we're worshiping spiritually and we're building the temple. It said that it will be a great rebellion if you let the temple being built completed. Right. So then they put out a decree to stop us from building. That's why we had to have we're building in one hand and we had a sword in the other. So now we're in that same type of mindset spiritually, man.
That was during the time of Nehemiah.
Come on.
Yep. 445 BC.
Come on. So that's what we facing today, man.
And the scriptures there say they all had a mind to work. And we all have that mind to work.
Right.
All right. That was it on that, right? Yeah, go ahead. Then,
verse 72 of 2nd Ezra chapter 16. But they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Right. So we got to understand the book of Job with that. What does the word Job mean? It means ayawab, which means to be hated. So we're going to be hated more than anybody out here. All right. But you got to know that they hated the Lord before they hated you. Okay. So they're going to show their hatred by casting us out of our houses. You never know. And take everything away from you. Might even strip your children from you. But you got to trust the same way Job did. He didn't blaspheme the Lord. If anything, he began to beat himself up. A little bit too much.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he really dumped it down on himself, like you know what I'm saying?
He did.
And but that just shows his integrity. Like who was going to reply against Yahweh Shem Yahushai? You know, so and him not, if he had known, like he was just showing Satan that how strong Job is. Israel, and Israel, the true root of Israel it's going to continue in faith all the way to the end, just like Job did.
Right, and it's showing that the Most High is the Most High power. He controls the spirits on the left and the right, so the devil can only do but so much. What did he tell the Job? He told the devil what? You can take away his riches, but don't hurt him. You can take. He was like, well, look, you still got a hedge around him, Lord. If you remove, somebody get that? Somebody know where it's at? Yeah, go ahead. Thank y'all. We want to finish this. We're gonna get back to it. Next point, bro.
It's the book of St. Luke, chapter 6 and 22.
Right, even the demons tremble.
Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company. They shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake.
Come on with it, man. That's resonating now. And you can spin it a little different other than your family separating you from the company. Imagine this government and these Edomites that pushing this agenda, separating you from their new community they're building. You on the outside, he's not in. And that goes with Revelation 13. All right? We're going to be brought to a lower state, but the Lord said, move not in haste. We're gonna be brought to a lower state when the MOTB get pushed. You know, and they're gonna try to make it like the new life, the new meta. Yeah, metaverse. Everything is just new. You know, this new magical metropolis, or
I think that's what the word meta means.
What does that mean?
yeah,
Right?
but
It's
in the
supposed to mean like a new age.
yeah, new to continue on.
To continue on even better though.
But in the Hebrew, it means death. All right, it means ma'awat or something like that. Ma'awat. It means to die, death. So that world that they're trying to enter into, that virtual world, is the world for the dead. What's that? To remain in the congregation of the dead.
And honestly,
Don't lose your precepts either, y'all.
I mean, add on, that's just like that same sense of how the serpent approached Eve in the Bible. You ain't gonna surely die. Come on, you see what I'm saying? That's the same spirit.
God, the holy seducer. That's what these people are doing, getting skullduggery.
It's a whole virtual world. It is a fake world, the same world as the world that they created outside of this, with their whole taxes and Social Security. All that stuff is fake, and they're creating another fake world to get you deeper into this. It's like
do away with that world.
A matrix, like an Inception type shit.
Right, that's what it means. That's what the word meta. It means to like die, like to continue in death.
It was both of those terms as the definition.
Yeah, it's not just to die. It's talking about like this. Listen, remain congregation. Somebody got it? Yeah, it's like this right here, man. They're gonna completely die off, man.
This is the book of Proverbs,
Right? They're diving into it. Go ahead, brother.
chapter 21, verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
That's right, man. So they're going to remain in it. Meaning they're physically going to die in this. All right? Because that's a setup for the dead. And anybody that gets that in their arm or whatever, the due process that they're doing, the Lord got fire for them, man. He said they're going to die in their iniquity. Right? Moving after the spirit of their father, the devil. That's the mystery of iniquity.
No, you said it. The movie earlier, it's like Ready Player One. In the world, they were strong. They were strong individuals. They were built up. They had a lot of riches in that false reality world. But when they took their headset off, they was living in slums, trailer parks, because their life was so. A lot of people was overweight. They couldn't do nothing. Their life, their hope and faith was inside of that world.
Look how everybody acted when Facebook shut down. That was a test. See who all in. All right, go ahead, bro.
So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahweh, even the Father.
Right, Solomon.
When he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet.
Right, the word reign means to take the kingdom. All right, after you reign, you indulge. All right, you know, that is it. Go ahead, brother.
The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
There you go, man. All right, and not only Esau, which represents death, it's talking about sin as well. All right, that's the last enemy. That's an enemy to us as well. Talking about Esau, and what do they use?
Because death will be swallowed up in victory, man. Once we get those new bodies, man.
The sting of death is sin. So they use sin against us. All right? That's their tool of choice to cause the children of Israel to sin, man. So the Lord gonna swallow up death, man. Destroy them. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 8 and verse 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, saith the Lord of hosts.
There you go. So if you was evil back then, you're back here now to be evil. If you was in the wilderness being wicked, you're in this wilderness being evil. If you were a prophet, you're in this wilderness being a prophet. All right? So he said, what? Death shall be chosen rather than life. So them choosing this metaverse or choosing this damn robot.
Science.
What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg? Should be Mark Zuckerberg. Fucking sucker. Right? Go ahead. They're choosing him And they're choosing the Gates Foundation and so on and so on, man, instead of choosing the Lord. The Lord saying, yo, that's not going to happen. All right? Those that desire a new heaven and new earth, you're going to get what you desire. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4.
How the hell are you going to get on the damn metaverse with no electricity? Go ahead, brother.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 1. For as so much then as Hamashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live in the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of man, but to the will of Yahweh. For the time past of our life may suffice us that wrought then the will of the Gentiles, when we walk in lusciousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquets, and abominable idolatries. Verse 4. Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. You see what I'm saying? Going into our people. There you go. See what I'm saying? They gonna think strange of you when you don't want to run down there and take the mighty wine. See what I'm saying? They're gonna think strange of you when you ain't running down there and take that thing in your hand.
I'm saying they talking about something. Look at him trying to live. He don't want to take this covenant with death like we did. Like for real. This is Isaiah chapter 28.
Right now, we're focusing on that meta world right now. All right, go ahead.
Verse 14. Wherefore hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule this people which is in Jerusalem, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come up to us. We have made lies our refuge.
Oh, they made lies their refuge. Oh, but what are the men of the Lord going to do? They're going to make Yahweh their refuge. All right, the truth. All right, the Lord said, "What? He is a spirit. Those that worship Him must worship Him in spirit." Yep, spirit and the truth, man. All right, and the scriptures say that to make it the truth set you free. Truth shall make you free, not lies. They hustling backwards.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
There you go, man. So in other terms, the Lord gonna put their lights out. That's a knockout blow. Right? Yeah, it's a haymaker. Yeah, he said their light shall be put out. Their darkness, man. He gonna put that shit out. All right, and when it said what? The fruit of righteousness shall be declared. Shall be declared. That's the chosen. They're gonna be declared. The prophecies of love. All right, the truth. You know. Oh, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship Him.
There you go. So the Lord is seeking such to worship Him, man. All right? He's seeking you. How is He seeking you? This right here. This set up here, man. Sending His men into all corners of the earth. Sending that light into all the dark places of the earth, that candle, to fish out His elect, man. All right, that stressed out hand. That's why we're supposed to be a stressed out hand to our people, to bring them in. We can get some of y'all be bringing a fist. All right, let's let Mazan go first. I think he got something I was looking for.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Right, who was reading that about the lies? Trusting lies?
Yeah.
That was you, right? Yeah. Okay, we already done with that one, right?
I had some more on Isaiah covenant with them.
Yeah, we were done with that. Yeah, we're done with that one. So not the lies gonna set you free. They make lies their refuge. That's what it was. It wasn't tabernacle. Yeah, they make lies their refuge. But the Lord said, "What? The truth shall make you free." All right, go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 28:15. Because He has said, we had made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When thou overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Ooh, so they're like, yo, they went and got it. So they're like, yo, we good. We good, man. We trust in Biden. You need to tighten up. Stay away from it if you ain't do it. If Did you do it yet? Nah, stay away from me.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Yeah.
Because in the scripture Barak just read, it said that they live after the lust of man, not after Yahweh. That's right. You know? Right. So they do what they do. They do the will of man. You know what man say, not what the Lord say.
God got judgment for that. Right.
Verse 16, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will lay in Zion a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuse of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
See that? So when the same ones they made a covenant with gonna turn against them. All right, Esau, they're gonna bring in them damn troops, and they're gonna say, "Oh no, you're the spreader. Come here, grab them." They're like, "But I got it. But I went and got it." Like, nah, get your ass in the van.
That's what you're gonna get, your ass in the van.
Yeah. Yep. We want to give you your reward. Yeah.
I got into this.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been although wiped away.
Good.
And I just brought that out to back up the brothers, man. You know, you shouldn't trust your enemy. You shouldn't trust his mandates or anything he has to offer you. And history has already proven us that this devil has nothing but devilish schemes up his sleeve.
Right, man. Jeremiah 17:5. That's right, man. So they're making a covenant with death. All right, and we're still gonna get back to probably Ezekiel 38 too. Yep.
Jeremiah 17:5. Thus say the Lord, cursed be the man that trusted in man, and make a flesh his arm, and whose.
That's right. So that means they still mentally and spiritually under those curses. So they're cursed, man. The one that made it flesh their arm, trusting in man. The Lord said, what? He's a spirit. You know, and Yahweh said, I should not greet thee as a man. So we're not supposed to be trusting these men. We're supposed to trust the spirit. Right? The spirit of truth. The Lord said he's seeking such to worship him, man. Do I keep going with that? Start from top? Yeah.
And whose part depart from the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Come on. Jeremiah 17:5. Thus say the Lord, Yahweh Shai, course be the man that trust in man.
Right, curse. They're cursed. All right, go ahead.
And make a flesh his arm, and whose heart depart from the Lord, Yahweh Shai.
Right, your arm represents your strength that you lean on. You trust in. So they trust in man. They trust in Biden in this crooked system purposely made to twist him instead of trusting in Yahweh.
Giving him his arm. Ultimately, you giving this devil your arm, but at the end of the day, the Lord said, I will turn these back and put hooks in your jaws. So when they come snatch you up because you're the true super spreader, you see what I'm saying? Put you in the concentration camp and stuff like that. You're going to be had in derision because the Lord controls all things at the end of the day.
Right. That's good. Go ahead. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
There, brother.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1.
Right, man. It's damn meta. Meta is let's get the word dead. Let me get the word dead in the lexicon. We'll try to pull it up if I can't get it just in case.
This Romans 1:25.
I got it.
Who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
All right. That's ultimately what the people do, man. They worship the creature, which is Esau, Edom, all right? More than the creator, man. The God of heaven and earth, the God of creation, the God of this flesh, you know?
Right, bro.
In the spirit, you know? They worship man instead, man. So, hey, woe to them who worship the creature more than the creator, man. Woe represents destruction.
Come on, bro. All right, this is the word for dead. All right. It says the word for dead, meta in the Greek, right? But it would be ma'awath. All right, mawath. Mawath. M-A-W-A-T-H. Mawath. And it means to die, to kill, to have one executed. You see that? To die as a penalty, to be put to death, to perish of a nation.
Damn, that's what they're trying to do to the nation of Israel. Shalom. That's what they're trying to do to the nation of Israel, man, pertaining to Psalms 83. Basically, they knew what order, they're trying to finish the job, man. You know, cut us off completely of being a nation by putting that yoke back on us, man, by they trying to get all our people to take that thing.
Right. Okay, bro. Somebody got something? Let's get back to Ezekiel 38 real quick.
Yes.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 19. It says, confidence in confidence in a faithful man in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. You know what I'm saying? I was just bringing that out because, you know, based upon what the argument was speaking on, how people trust in men and not the Lord, you know. And our people are confident and trusting in Esau, especially in his sister, you know, which is an abomination, man, because they don't trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who is the ultimate creator of everything, man.
Right, man. Anybody know where it's at? They should not be ashamed to wait for me. Type it out. All right. It is. Isaiah 49, 23. We'll get that real quick, man. All right, because those that are waiting for Yahushua to return, man, they're going to get what they're looking for. See that? And those that are looking for success and basically chasing after death and trusting in lies and using that as their strength, they're going to get exactly what they've been looking for. Freedom from life. They're going to die. All right, being death. Go ahead, brother. But us, we died to this world as soon as we came into the truth. All right. Go ahead, let him go. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
All right, what does that mean? They're gonna give us all their riches, man, and all their wealth. We're gonna have no nasty ass Edomite watching our babies. All right. That nursing meaning we're gonna take. They say we're gonna suck the breast of kings, the milk. You know. What does that mean? We're gonna take all their riches, man, all their wealth, all their strength. Go ahead, brother.
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Right. So they're not gonna physically. They probably gonna be doing that, but ain't nobody gonna look at my feet. They're probably not gonna be looking at your feet. But that means they're gonna be brought to a low condition, and they're gonna have to eat the crumbs and the trash. They're gonna be the lowest on the totem pole, just like they were back in the times of King David, just like they were during in Edom, when they was in the land of Edom as cavemen. All right, so they're gonna be brought that low, man. Look up the dust of our feet. All right, you can let them lick your feet if you want to. Go ahead, brother.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Right. So he said, what? Then we're gonna know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the Lord, and the ones that wait for him, they're not gonna be ashamed. All right. So 2/3 that got their mind in this damn place, they're gonna be very ashamed. All right, shame shall cover them. Go get it, bro.
It's Isaiah 60:10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
There you go.
And that their kings may be brought.
Come on, man. That's it right there. That's the scripture. All right. So they're going to be brought very low. People like Putin. All right. All these damn banking elites, they're going to be brought in chains and slavery, man. Okay? They're hiding out in them damn bunkers. Hiding in the holes of the ground, the holes of the rocks, just like they were doing back in Edom. They trusted in them caves so much. The scripture said those the men that dwell in the clefts of the rock. All right, so they trying to do that same thing now. They trusting in it. They you know, the holes in the cave, they were running into that, and thinking that could save them. They got that same mindset today, man. All right. You got anything? Let's change gears a little bit. Let's get Jeremiah 3:27. Let's go somewhere else. All right, I want to kind of expound on that. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right. Let's go into that, man, because everybody gonna have to. Huh? Yeah, Jeremiah 3:27. Because there was a time where, you know, people would think that the sins would fall on the children. You know, the person being wicked, they going with this system, then it's gonna fall on their children. No, if their child turns to the Lord, they'll be saved. All right. So people have to bear their own sins. But that's why the Lord say what? Train up a child in the way he should go, man. Because a lot of these people, like our parents, they were wicked. They were in the churches. They was in the streets. Who knows? Catholicism, you know what I mean? All kind of wickedness. Our fathers have betrayed the Lord, our parents. But the Lord, look at that. The Lord blessed us to be in the truth. All right, so the sins are going to fall on the father, and they'll fall on the son if the son continues in that sin. All right? So we'll get into that, man. Yeah. 20, maybe. Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 27, saying to a stump, thou art my father, and to a stone thou hast brought me forth, for they have turned their back unto me and not their face.
Yeah, see that? So the Lord said what? What's the term for repentance? Repentance means to turn back to the Lord. Turn your face towards him, man. Seek, the Lord says, seek his face. Right? But instead, they turned their backs to him. They kept going down that long path to death.
Verse 27. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us.
See that? In the time of their trouble. What's that? Jacob's trouble. All right? He said what? They're going to say it. So they can talk all the shit they want now. People act like they don't hear us out here. But in that day, they're going to say it. They're going to, what? In their trouble. Go ahead.
Verse 28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee?
See that? The Lord going to say, where are your gods? You know, I thought you was good. I thought you got that already. Thought you got the mandate. Yeah. See that? All right, the Lord going to say, yo, go with the gods you made. That's the 10 versions again. We still going to get that. All right?
Okay. But where are, does it? No. Verse 28, but where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise if they can save.
They can't. They can't. Let them arise. See, the Lord funny, man. He got jokes, man. He'll make you know. Like, yeah, he said, yo, let them arise and save you. You know they can't do that for you. Yeah, just like them damn Christmas trees.
And this Judges, quick interjection, this Judges 10 and 13. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods.
Yeah, somebody get that Jeremiah 10 and 4.
Wherefore I would deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Ooh, so see, the Lord love us, man. He will deliver. And what he say, save us in the time of trouble? That's right. The Lord knows how to deliver the righteous out of temptation. All right? You know what it is? Deliver the righteous out of temptation and preserve the wicked.
Oh, yeah. Second. Yeah.
Yep.
Jeremiah 10 and 4.
Yeah, look at that first.
All right, this is Jeremiah 10 and 4. Since they deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails.
Right, they're talking about the damn Christmas trees. You know that's coming up. They're already getting prepared for it. They gotta hang on to these damn folly days, man. So the Lord, yo, I pray that he catch them right in that November, December, January time period. It's gonna be a dark winter. See that? I hope the damn lights go out. So in the girl, they light their tree.
It says, and with hammers that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
Right, just like the rest of their idols. All their idols are upright, or it's just a damn statue.
Right.
Yeah. What's that? What's that? And who was that? He was talking to Cyrus the Great. Who was that? Daniel. When he said they were stuffing it and shit, they were stuffing the bell and the dragon. Yeah, they were stuffing it and shit. No, he told them to stuff it. He told them to stuff it with some type of some type of grain or some fucking fluid, and that shit swole out and it blew their idols up. So he showed the king, I think it was Cyrus at the time. He said, "Yo, look, see, it was an idol. It's nothing." Yeah, he told him stuff hay and shit, and the shit just burst. You know.
And then with Gideon, when he knocked over the idol of Baal, and then Gideon father like, y'all trying to go kill my son? Well, let your God defend himself.
That shit laid there. I think that idol was Dagon.
Dagon.
Yep. That, back to the false prophet, fish hat. That's the Pope. All right, so that idol's going to fall too. And you see, we read the scripture. It said, "Bel stoopeth down." We might get that. Go ahead, brother.
It says they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good.
Right, man. So, yeah. Now let's read this, brother. So the Lord said, "What? They can't do shit. It's just like your damn furniture at the house."
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise if they can, save thee in the time of thy trouble. For according to the number of thy cities are thy gods, O Judah. Wherefore will ye plead with me? Ye all have transgressed against me, said the Lord. In vain have I smitten your children. They receive no correction.
Right.
Your own sword have devoured your prophets like destroying lion.
Right. So in vain has he done it, because the Lord corrected us, but the people still giving that they give that praise, even that anger they give to idols. They calling on Jesus. You see that? So Lord, if you're gonna be mad at me, at least be mad at the right person. All right, Isaiah 46 and 1. I need it real quick. Real quick, we're gonna get that. Isaiah 46 and 1. All the way to 3. That's it.
It's Isaiah 46 and 1.
Right, hasn't this been proven already on your Christ Mass, Christmas, you know, Jesus and all that? Madness, Halloween. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 46 and 1. It says, Baal boweth down.
Right, Baal, right? Which is Baal, which is Jesus. Go ahead.
Nebu stoopeth.
Where's that? Nebuchadnezzar. That's where you get the name Nebuchadnezzar from. All right, giving praise to their idols, Nebu. All right, go ahead. So the Lord showed you what he did to them. Come on with it.
Their idols were upon the beast and upon the cattle. Your carriages were heavy laden. They are a burden to the weary beast.
Right, it's just a burden to your pockets. Just like it's a burden to the beast. If you got a fucking a mule and you put a big ass Jesus statue on it, it's just wearing the damn mule down. That's it. That's all they use. That's all it's for. Wearing down your damn cattle. So what's today? They paying for the church, fixing the church up. You know, the tithes and offering. See that? It's nothing but a burden to your pockets. All right? Maintaining that bullshit. Hiring people to go cleaning and shit. Dirty ass Jesus sodomite statue hanging up in church. Yeah, you said simp. Oh, it's a simp ass building. Yep. So keep on.
It says,
well, the Lord saying he already proved it, man, during the time of these idols. All right, go ahead.
Verse 2. They stooped, they bowed down together. They could not deliver burden. They could not deliver the burden, but themselves are gone into captivity.
There you go. So that what he say gonna be a judgment upon the idols. All right. So they couldn't deliver Israel from their burdens. So they're not going to deliver you today from your burdens. Keep going.
It says, hearken unto me, O house of Jacob.
See, he's not talking to the whole world. He's talking about the house of Israel. Go ahead.
And all the remnant of the house of Israel.
There you go. It's about the remnant, man. The elect. Come on.
Which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb.
Right, from the time of Egypt. All right, that's from the belly. That's when we were born, man. And the Lord carried us from there. You know, swaddled us, never swaddled us, and covered us up from being naked. All right. Good, bro.
This is
yeah, man. They must have forgot.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, and verse 23. Wherefore, whereas men have lived dissolutely and unrighteously, Thou hast tormented them in their own abomination, for they went astray very far in the ways of error and held them for gods, which even amongst the beasts of the enemies were despised, being deceived as children of no understanding. Therefore unto them, as the children without the use of reason, thou didst send a judgment to mock them. And that's going into Proverbs chapter 1. You calling upon all these other gods. And now when the time of Jacob's trouble comes, you're going to be trying to call on Yahweh Shem Shah. But he's going to laugh at you. Like he said in these times, he sent judgment to mock them.
Right, man. Right. The Lord's saying, yo, he don't care where you got it at. You got an idol in your damn pocket. You got it around your neck. You got the shit around your damn animals. You got it in your basement. You got it in your car, hanging off from your damn dashboard.
You better ask the one that got burnt alive, him and his family in the camp, when he took that Babylonian idol and hid it in the tent. Yeah. And the Lord was upset. Lord like, hey man, somebody out there fucking up, man. You need to go find out who it is. And most like, God damn it.
Yeah, right. And that was really because they disobeyed the Lord.
Come on.
Right, man. He said, you ain't robbing from these heathen, you robbing from the Lord because he told them not to do it. So that's the thing. It's about listening to his voice, man. You know? Oh, yeah. Come on. Let's get it, bro.
This is Baal and the Dragon, my man. Chapter 1, verse 24. Verse 23. And in that same place there was a great dragon, which they of Babylon worshiped. And the king said unto Daniel, wilt thou also say that this is of brass? Lo, he liveth, he eateth and drinketh.
Yo, they talking about the idols. He's talking about a damn statue, man. These people bugged out, man. Sitting there looking at them damn Elamites. They the best ones to watch. You'll see them. You get them anything, they gonna worship. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna
hey, until that plan came out, they started throwing them bitches out the window.
It was a burden to them.
Yeah.
I saw the man that was worshiping Donald Trump.
Yeah, he kept pouring blood on it. Whatever he was pouring on it every day. And then he died.
He died because he heard Trump had that. You know, he was all vexed and stuff.
Damn, man. Well, who's reading?
It says, he liveth, he eateth and drinketh. Thou canst not say that he is no living God.
You can't say it, huh? Yeah, okay.
Therefore, worship him.
I'd have cracked up in his face. Like, yo, this dude's tripping, man. That's what Biden's doing. All right, Biden was set up to what? Let's get that. Revelation 13. Babak Rashad, you hold your piece. Revelation 13, man, the image. Yeah.
It's Revelation 13.
Right. You deal with image, you deal with what? Legislation. Legislation deals with the leg. All right? A leg of a statute. Of a statute. Okay, so they created statutes, man. Go ahead.
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
There you go. It's talking about Babylon once again. They had the power. It was given to America to give that life to the system, man. Where's Zuckerberg from? He's from here, right? And he in America, ain't he? See that? They're giving life to it with the Meta. Who else? Bill Gates. He's from here. He's not from here, but you know what I mean.
They were globally sent here to fulfill the order.
Right. They call it the American elite. You know, you got the elites, then you got American elite. Who else, man? Biden. All right. They have power. They've been given that power. Go ahead, brother.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Right.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
There you go, man. He's like, yo, worship it. I got the new system. I got the new world order. Worship it, man. The word worship means to submit. Bow down to it. They're saying the same thing. There's no new thing under the sun. All right, go ahead, bro. Okay. Go ahead.
Back at Baal and the Dragon, verse 25. Then said Daniel unto the king, I will worship the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh my God, for he is the living God.
There you go, man. He's living. That's right, man. He's the living God. Go ahead.
God. But give me leave, O king, and I shall slay this dragon without sword or staff.
That's right, man. We're gonna slay it, and we're gonna slay this dragon. Esau without sword or staff. What's that? To consume with the spirit of his mouth. Yep. Yeah, 2 Thessalonians. We just read that. We didn't get to it though. I don't think we got to it. No, we did get it. Good.
The 2 Thessalonians,
That's the same thing he told Joshua. He said, yo, not by might. You're not going to be delivered. Go ahead.
chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who will now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
There you go, man. All right, go back to this.
Done. Building the Dragon, chapter 1, verse 25. Then said Daniel unto the king, I will worship the Lord my God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, for he is the living God.
Right, because he said what? Somebody get that. Where is the two-edged sword, double-edged sword? Go ahead, brother. Read this one real quick.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 9. Not that thou wasn't unable to bring the ungodly under the hand of the righteous in battle, or to destroy them at once with cruel beasts.
Right, because the Lord can destroy them at any moment. Go ahead.
Or with one rough word, but executing thy judgments upon them little and little, thou gavest them place to repent. To repentance, not being ignorant that they were a naughty generation, and that their malice was the bread in them, and that the congregation would never been changed.
There you go, man. So it's all about his word, man. All right. That's talking about 2/3 of our people that follow after Esau. All right, go ahead. Somebody got that, the word?
Hebrews 4:12.
Yeah.
It's Hebrews 4:12. It says, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful.
There you go. We need power. That's what we need. The word of Yahweh. It's lively and it's powerful, man. You want to be a spiritual soldier? You know, that's where it's at. Go ahead. This is our weapon, our weapon, man, when we fight in this battle. Fight Esau's blessing. Esau's blessing is carnal. So we fighting them with a spiritual sword, man. Go ahead, brother.
Now it says, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful. It's sharper than any two-edged sword.
Right, it's sharper than any bullet, any gun you can make too. Go ahead.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Right, so it's a spiritual weapon that the Lord blessed us with, man. You got to realize that. That's the first inkling of spiritual power. All right, he said the word is power, and the word is in you. So that means you have power. All right, go ahead.
And of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Right, it doesn't just cut the one person or the head of the serpent. It's going to cut down into the body as well. All right, the rest of the whole system. All right, so go ahead. I'll recall back to you that. Somebody got inspiration? Yeah, I know it's viewing right now. All right, you was holding yours. Yeah, go. The bar, and then Mazar.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Ooh, that's fire right here. Right.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahushua.
All right, that's the rest, man. All right, that's the rest. There's a resting in there. You dig? Okay. The weapons of our warfare. So we're fighting a warfare here, man. All hands on deck. You know, all hands on deck, man. He said, what? We fighting a warfare here, man. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Esau's is. That's the blessing they got to kill with the sword. So how are we going to stop their sword? With our sword, man, our spiritual sword. We're going to slay the dragon. Go ahead, brother. Oh, no. That's yours? Okay, so who's the dragon? Who's the dragon? He grabbed that wicked sign. The dragon today is these banking elites that we're kind of talking about. That's right. Esau, man, the European Union, the dragon. Okay, basically all Edom, they're all from over there.
Hey, but the money.
The money, yeah, the money. That's right, teaming. All right, go ahead.
This is back at Building the Dragon, verse 26. But give me leave, O king, I shall slay this dragon without sword or staff. The king said, I give thee leave.
He didn't believe him. See, we telling Esau, you're going to be destroyed by the Lord. He's like, yeah, whatever. Go out. I got rights. You can go ahead and teach. I can't say nothing to you. Go ahead. Go ahead with your little Bible and your beliefs. Go ahead.
Verse 27. Yeah. Then Daniel took pitch fat and hair.
So he took fat, he took some pitch, and he took some fat, and he took hair. Right? He took. That's all he needed to. That show you the cleverness of Daniel. All right, that's why the scripture called Daniel wise, man. All right, he was real clever. He said, "I'm gonna destroy this with no sword, sword staff." Imagine that. That's like somebody saying, "You want to see me knock down this wall?" And then they knock down the wall. That's dick, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 27, the bell and the dragon. Then Daniel took pitch, fat, and hair, and did sieve them together, and made lumps thereof. This he put in the dragon's mouth, and so the dragon burst in sunder.
Right, that's like we putting these precepts together. That's like putting a cocktail bond together for you. we putting these precepts together, man. He's precept upon precept. All right, go ahead. And it burst asunder. Their idols are going to be destroyed, just like Esau, man. The Lord's going to explode them. Go ahead. That was it.
And so the dragon burst in sunder, and Daniel said, "Lo, these are the gods you worship."
Is this your king?
Is this your king? These are the guys you worship. All right, go ahead, man. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much right. He said, "These are the guys you serve." That's what the Lord told him. That go serve the guys. Call on the guys you've been serving. Right? Good. Just on that point. Yep.
Judges 10 and 13. Yea, ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Let them deliver you. It's not going to happen. They can't move. You'll be better off using them for furniture or something to hold some water in. Drink out of it. You'll see me with your idol. I'm going to have a straw in that motherfucker. Drink some Kool-Aid out of it. Then I'm going to smash that shit. Slam dunking on the ground like Shaq.
Use it as the portable
Yeah, the
toilet.
head of it, yeah.
They was doing the idols in what is that? What's that? East Indian?
Yeah,
East
he was saying
Indian.
that, yeah. Elon.
Yeah.
No, you good. Yeah, they were casting them away.
Yeah. With a bulldozer, just jumping down the street.
Yeah, they said, this is a burden. We must get rid of it. It can do nothing for us. But Jake don't realize that. Scripture, even the northern tribe, the scriptures say they're mad upon their idols. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 135, and verse 15. The idols of the heathen are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not.
Right, man.
They have ears, but they hear not.
See, Esau think he's slick. He like, oh, okay. Well, what if I make a metaverse?
Right.
I can make idols talk. Slick ass boy.
Neither is there any breath in their mouths.
See, slick. They ain't got no breath in them, demon.
They that make them are like unto them.
Oh, you just answered.
So is everyone that trusteth in them.
You know?
They gonna be just like
Yeah, they're gonna be just like the damn idol. That's that metaverse.
dead thing.
Yeah, they want to, and they want to be dead. You're right. That's it right there. That's the core. They're gonna be a dead thing, congregation of the dead, and they're gonna remain in it. But also, they want to become idols, American idols. See that? Yeah. And what did it say? Wait, real quick. He said what? They cannot see or speak. He's like, well, I made something that can see and speak, but it can't have no breath in it.
Yeah.
The damn computer ain't got no breath in it and shit. You got RAM. That's
Got the fan cooling that shit so it don't fucking explode.
Yeah. But they got no breath in it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's like this article I saw yesterday. I was scrolling in the Catholic Church nowadays. They got this robot. It is thing from where you get baptized at, and they say, "What can I do for you, my child?" And then the people be talking to the idol. The eyes be glowing and shit. I'm like, damn, but this shit crazy.
That shit pop up on me. I'm like, give me a burger with some fries.
Yeah. and it's a Bible scholar too.
That's what I want. You know, is it McDonald's or something? What the fuck is this? That's me. Where we at? Yo, anybody got any free stuff?
I got one.
This is Ezekiel chapter 22 and 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in my anger
Right.
and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you.
Come on. That's what I was just thinking about, man. You took that right on my head, huh?
Isaiah 22. Isaiah 20, yeah, 22.
Yo,
Took my proof, huh?
he said, I will leave you there and melt you, man. All right, so 2/3 gonna get left in this shit. They're gonna seek the truth, as we read earlier. They're gonna go from city to city, backyard to yard. They're gonna be looking for the truth, and they're gonna find this instead.
Boy, the park gonna be full of people that day.
That's right, man. That's right.
They gonna eat a mission.
Here they come. Here they come.
Shit.
Hello.
Do you guys have a minute to talk about the Bible?
Yeah, let's go to Revelations 1 and 13.
Okay, what did that say?
Let's go to it.
We're gonna ask people with Bibles in their hands if they have time to talk about the Bible.
It's Revelation chapter 1 and verse 13.
Right.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
Yeah, we were talking. What's he doing? Kind of confusing. So what we're saying is this. Who is that? What's that? Proverbs 30 and 4? Who is? What did it say he looked like right there? Did you catch that? What did it say he looked like? His depiction. He's on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
So what color is his hair? Right. Keep going.
as white as snow,
It's white as snow.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire,
His eyes are serious, like mine. Kind of reddish, isn't it?
and his feet like unto fine brass.
Right. His feet were like fine brass. If I look at your feet would be like dark brown, like the color of brass, right? Keep going.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So you'll take that brown and you will burn it. And it will become what? Dark brown. So this right here, we want to start with this. This is not the Lord. This guy here, his name is Cesare Borgia, the son of the 6th Pope of Rome, Rodrigo Borgia. They put him up in the 1600s in the Renaissance period. Michelangelo painted him as the Messiah. See that? So this is not the Messiah. We want to start there. Now let's go to something else before, and I'm going to let y'all go ahead. Proverbs 30 and 4.
This is Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4.
Right. What's that, the prologue of Sirach?
Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended?
Right, so who ascended up in the heaven or descended? That's important to know, right?
Who hath gathered the wind in his fist?
Right, he's so powerful. He can gather wind in his fist, man. We can't imagine that. Go ahead.
Who hath bound the waters in a garment?
Right, but he bound the waters. What people call faith is really Shemayim, which will be waters. Same waters out there, the firmament separates the waters from the waters. We have this oxygen that we breathe today. H2O, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth?
Right, go ahead.
What is his name? And what is his son's name? If thou canst tell.
That's the point. His name is important. If people say Jesus, right? I'm saying in both ways. You know, Jesus, because you can say it two ways. Jesus or Jesus, right? In Spanish. You get what I'm saying? Right? I know they're not gonna agree with me, but anyway. So now, what was it before that? It was called Jesus, right? That was Latin. It was Jesus. They elongated the L and made a J. I know because my last name was Jackson. You get what I'm saying? And that name got put on me by a slave owner, son of Jack. And the letter J never existed before the 1400s. It didn't exist. The Bible is almost 4,000 years old. So what would his name be? But this is what I would say to you, right? If you're saying that's his name, I would ask you, no offense, but this is what I'm saying. We're about correcting things, right? The Bible is about correction. The Lord said those that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So if you're saying Yeshua, what is that on your shirt? It says, I got to point it out because it's like right there. I'm not pointing you out. I'm pointing it out. You feel me? Just because it's right there, I can see it. But it says Jesus Christ. So now I got two names. What it say is name one, right? Somebody got it? Right? There should be one Lord and his name one.
I
Wait,
got
that's another one. You got it?
This is Acts chapter 4, verse 12.
Perfect.
Neither is there salvation in any other, but there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Right, so there's no other name given under heaven, so we got to know that name. All right, so there's two names coming from over there. You just said Yeshua, and you just said Jesus. You see that? So that's two names. Now we got to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to help y'all get there. Jesus means Zeus. It's right there in front of everybody. Jesus. If you look it up, it means less Zeus. It means hell Zeus. So people are praising Zeus. Guess what Zeus goes back to? I'm teaching you language right now. This is language. I'm teaching you language right now. You telling me I'm lying?
Educated. Jesus knows.
I'm telling you. So you telling me the letter J existed since old times? What was Moses? What did he speak? What did it say? Those who call my name shall be saved?
So if my name was a name and you call me something that's not my name, I'm not going to answer.
You're not going to answer.
If you knew what you were saying, you would.
No, I need the scriptures.
That's not my name.
God's not like you.
Check it out.
You might say you won't answer, but God isn't like you.
Right, go ahead.
This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 9. It says, and the Lord shall be king over all the earth, and that day there shall be one Lord, and his name one.
Name. His name won't be one.
He's not saying, like, I mean, like in a Spain or in Mexico or anywhere else, like, you might have a different language.
What did Moses call him? Was Moses speaking Spanish or anything else? Or Latin?
No.
He was speaking Hebrew. That's why she went to the, she tried to go to the Hebrew. I appreciate that. You're doing the right.
For a second?
No, real fast, I'm gonna let you speak. Y'all doing good too, holding your peace as women in the course of camp. But you said Yeshua, right? But Yeshua goes back to the Yiddish Hebrew. That's fake Hebrew. But I commend you on trying to go towards the Hebrew. You got to do it away with that name Jesus. That is the name of Zeus. If you look up Zeus, it goes back to Baal, the old Canaanite deity. Same thing. All right, go ahead real quick and then your point.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 2 and verse 16. And it shall be in that day, said the Lord, that thou shalt call me Ishi, which means husbandman, and shalt no more call me Baal. Right. For I will take away the names of Balaam out of your mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their name.
Woo! So the Lord said he's going to take those names out of our mouth. We're not going to be calling them Baal. So you got to do in the future, you got to find out what Baal was changed to. It was changed in the Greek to Jesus. They made the idol Zeus from Baal. Same idol. All right. Yeah, oh, my bad. Make your point.
I was just gonna say that you know, the Bible gives many different names for God. You know,
Okay. Bring those around. I got it.
You know, all sorts of names that depict different parts of the character. You know, like the Lord same, or the Lord is lifted up, or
the Lamb,
the Lord of hosts.
They call him a lamb,
like that. So
they even call him holy. They call him the Father.
Yeah.
So he's not the
so
Father,
he has a lot of different names that reflect different parts of his character. So we can call him by any of those names.
Now, can I call a police officer? He's a police officer.
But the police officer has just one
That's a title.
The police officer has just one role as a police
That's
officer.
A title.
But God has many different
That's
aspects.
a title. Now I'm hearing you, but hear me out. If I walk into a police officer and I say, "Hey, you're cool," I just call him cool. He has a name on that badge. That's why they got the name there. They got to walk up to you and announce themselves.
I'm saying the Bible itself gives many names for God.
Many names, just like a cop could give you many names.
Right. You can say I'm Dan or Danny or
But
Daniel.
you just not. Matter of fact, you changed it. You didn't say names. You said characteristics.
Well, yes, but names that he gives himself.
Like what? Emmanuel? Like Emmanuel?
Emmanuel.
What does that mean, though? God with us. Yeah. That's not his name. All right, go ahead.
Hey, I just want to make a point. Like you said, characteristics. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm good in math, hey, that was a math boy. You know what I'm saying? But that math boy has the initial name that was given to him. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, the Lord name can't be many names. He has one specific name. But Acts 4 and 12, which I had just brought out earlier, it's only one name given amongst men under heaven, whereby we must be saved. So it's only salvation going to be upon one name. No other names, not many names, just one.
Okay, now check this out. I have the Bible speak real quick. Prologue of Sirach.
I got it.
Check this out.
It's the prologue of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus.
Catholic Church schools that took out the Bible. Go ahead.
It says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue,
Translated into another language. Go ahead.
have not the same force in them.
They don't have no power in it. No, it's just just like you gotta come here. Oh,
1611.
Oh no, your people took the books out of the apocryphal. You got them back. You got them back out of the Cambridge logic.
Right. You got books in there called the Book of Ezra. Gee, listen, you got books in there called the Book of Ezra. The rest of the books of Ezra, 452 BC. That's when he was around. I can tell you the time when he was on earth. 452 BC. That book got finished in the Apocrypha. It's in here. The book about Bel and the dragon. When Daniel challenged King Cyrus about his idols. You see that? All that's in there. You need this book. Gnosticism. No, that's people that don't believe in the Lord. No. Try something else. We proving our part. We ain't proving it. You're speaking out of emotion. They ain't attacking. I didn't attack you once. I can attack you verbally, but I didn't. We actually know. We know this. We got precept for real quick.
I got a precept.
We're gonna go to Genesis. Yes, please.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Oh, so his name don't matter. Go ahead. Who is talking to though?
How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
See, y'all don't believe in him. Go ahead.
And how shall they call? And how shall they believe in him on whom they have not heard?
You haven't heard this since you came up here. Y'all been hearing lies in these churches. What do you say about our fathers have been hearing the lies? Huh? You know King James was a black man? He was from the lies. What book y'all read?
King James himself translated the Bible.
I know that. But who did it? Who else? You don't know. See that? I can tell you. It was called what? You had the Greek Septuagint. Remember that? You had what's his name? Stephanus. That he really got it from. King James got it from a guy named Stephanus. And that's the one that translated the Bible from what? From Latin. Remember that? I forgot his name, man. It'll come to me. Jerome. He wrote 4 versions of Saint Jerome. He wrote four versions of the Bible in Latin. See that? And then King James took 2 of those versions that Stephanus, around the 1500s, he went and took those Latin versions because he was a perfect Latin speaker. And he wrote 2 more versions of it in Latin. And he changed a lot up. That's where you get things. He came up with 4 translations. So that's why you have to have people like us that can fix all the lies that your people made.
Precept. Go ahead. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Oh, see that?
He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
Now we got to understand who is it. Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about.
Well, I heard you read from Acts.
This is Israel. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They're the ones. We are your true future kings. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We run this earth. But right now, the Lord said what? Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. These are the wicked right here. This is Edom. The whole thing is based about Jacob and Esau. Y'all are most likely from the tribe of Esau. Edom. He was born red. They became Europeans. Alexander, the Crete. He was one. It went from the Greeks to the Romans to today.
What is the gospel?
The gospel is the good news for those people.
What's good news? What's
The
good
good
news?
news that we're about to have y'all in slavery.
I got this Revelation.
And we're going to be right.
What's the good news for us?
Revelation.
What are you going to tell you right now?
Chapter 13,
Right here.
verse 10. Verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Right.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right. This is the good news for y'all right here. We're going to take care of y'all. Yeah, we're going to take care of y'all. That's the good news. That's eternal for y'all.
No, I mean, like after we die, how do we get to
After we died, no. She asked a serious question. What's that? Job said he saw the why died I not?
There's a wicked seek from trouble.
Let's get it. I don't want to say it to her, but let's get it.
You want me to continue with this?
Yeah, go ahead with your point.
This Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right? Didn't they lead us into captivity? So y'all don't want to talk about this. This is part of the gospel. Didn't the Lord look at Deuteronomy 28 real quick? Quick as you can. Look at Deuteronomy 28, because the Lord prophesied. He said, what? If our people didn't keep the laws, right? Who are the laws given to?
Israelites.
Huh? The Jews. What does Jew stand for? I can teach you. I'm teaching you right now. Whether you like it or not, you're getting taught. All right? The word Jew. All right, if you don't want to hear that, look, I'm going to talk to the camera. The word Jew is short for Judah. See that? You don't want the point to come out. All right? We can't let ignorance last. The Lord say, stop the water and give it no passage. All right? So Jew stands for Judah, not for the whole tribe.
There's no Jew nor Greek.
I understand that. That's fair enough. I hear you. No, you can't tell us stop saying the loud part.
Who the Greeks?
Let us make our point. I'm letting y'all make y'all, you know? That was just calling us liars. I can call you a demon. I'm not doing that. Stop insulting, you know what I mean?
Are those the right names for the tribe? Judah, Benjamin, such and such?
Oh, correct.
Are those the correct names for the tribe?
We got the Hebrew names if you need them.
Well, I'm just saying, can I call them like Judah, Benjamin, whatever?
Correct.
They've got J's in them.
Man, I'm talking about months. I can man,
that can't be the correct name.
yeah, it's just, you want the Hebrew? I just told you I got the Hebrew for you.
Yes, but what I'm saying is they're translated.
Right, but that's talking about that's talking
You
about
can translate.
I'm talking camera again.
You can translate
What I'm talking about is the people. When you call on the name of the Lord, you gotta call him by his name. Period. He said he's a spirit. Those that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Yes, in truth.
I can call him an Israelite, I can call you black, I can call whatever. When you call on him, you gotta call his name. You don't hear that. You don't hear that though.
No.
You don't hear that. Nah, I don't need to hear that. You're saying I'm saying Jay.
Okay, just hear me out for a second.
I just told you the answer, but you want to still go. Go ahead.
All right, just for a second.
Go ahead, Miss
Okay,
Peggy.
so it says in spirit and in truth.
Yep.
So we aren't quarreling about the name.
Yeah, yes we are. We quarrel. Shut up. Let's go, man. Let's go. Y'all can walk off whenever you feel like it. We're gonna rock. Come on, man. We out here to teach. I don't want to hear what you got to say either. Let's go. We messing it up for y'all. Y'all getting insults.
It's Mark 4:15.
Wait 1 second. Stop with the insults and we good. All right? Since you walked out, I've been doing nothing but educating. Y'all getting disrespectful.
Point out that y'all are kind of insulting us by saying that we're going to become your slaves and everything.
Yes, you are. Yeah, that's the Bible.
That's in the Bible.
That's right. We reading the Bible. Let's read it. What they're doing is trying to get us away from the Bible.
You got to understand who the Greeks were first. You know, so who was enslaved during the time of the Greeks.
Right. The Lord. Oh man, she ain't gonna get that. She ain't gonna get that. Because you had Israelites that were in the truth, and you had Israelites that were not in the truth. You had Israelites that were of the circumcision. You had Israelites that were not of the circumcision. Not no Greek, so you're admitting that you're a Greek. So you're admitting that you're a Greek. That's right. As you should. You're an Edomite. No, you're a Greek. You're a true. What's that? Okay, Maccabee,
He said you must be born again to be made something totally new.
No, you're good. You're good.
You guys too. We're all defiled in the flesh. That's the glorious news of the gospel. It's God to make you a new man.
Hey man, I ain't trying to hear her. Anybody got a precept?
Precept.
Walk it up.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Right.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor for the Lord, and an ambassador is sitting among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks.
Right, y'all are the original cave people. That's where you get the word Caucasian from. It means cave dweller. I didn't make this up. I'm just a messenger. Don't tell the messenger.
Can I ask you a question?
We're gonna get there, but go ahead, man. Just slick question. Go ahead. She's smiling, man. Go ahead. If we joke amongst each other, y'all should be able to do the same. Go ahead.
Hang on. Forgot my question. Go ahead. I'll remember.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Right. That's the Roman Empire and the American eagle. All right. Let's get to some more.
How are you saying?
Let's get Deuteronomy, man. I want to make some slow points. Deuteronomy 28. Yeah, that's what I asked you earlier. I got this. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28. Yeah. Go ahead, bro. What verse? 68.
All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Right, you see the head and tail part too. Let me know.
All right, got you. You want that first? Yeah. All right. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
That's right. So we didn't listen to the Lord. Who was the laws given to? Let's get that. Psalms 147 and 19. We'll move real quick so you can make your point. So, y'all need Psalms real quick. Psalms 147 and 19 is gonna make the point I need. All right. Yep. What was that? Psalms 147. Yeah. Come on, bring it up so you get it.
It's the book of Psalms 147 and 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
So the Lord showed his word to Jacob, man.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
So he showed that to Israel, right? So everybody want to be included. So check this out, okay?
He have not dealt so with any nation. As far as his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
They don't know. They don't know. The Greeks either, right? Now, what happened was this. You had in 168 BC, there was a guy named Antiochus Epiphanes, the fourth, right? He was an Edomite. He was known as the wicked, the bloodline of the wicked. This is spoken of in the Apocrypha. He came into Jerusalem, right, and burned the temple. He didn't burn it down, but he desecrated it. He put a statue of Zeus in there. All right, and he burned a black pig on the altar. That's wicked. But this same Edomite, he was known as an Edomite. I can prove that. This guy went and told our people, he started Hellenizing our people. You know what the word Hellenize means? It means to be what? Greek. Huh? Like a Greek. So he started, it was called a Hellenization. Thus you have Alexander too. So they were Hellenizing our people. A bunch of people started being Hellenized, right? Taking on the pagan beliefs. Next thing you know, at 168, some of our people went to Antiochus and said, yo, I'm a pagan. Can you make them pagans too? And that's when he came back. And he took over, burned the temple, and Hellenized our people, man. And forced us to, would you have Jim?
So what is the problem? Why do you need to be saved?
Why do you think we need to be saved?
No. You tell me. I want to know
Why do you think we need to be saved? As a people. What have y'all seen happening to our people on this earth? Who you see standing here?
So
No, she don't want to look. Who you see standing here?
Tell me, as a human being created by God, why do you need to be saved?
We need to be saved from Edom. From Esau, Edom.
From the wicked.
I'll take it even further.
Just on earth?
Why can't
She don't want me to answer my question. See how they doing?
No, I asked you.
Yeah, ask a question and they still answer. So look, we need to be saved. See?
You're talking to a camera.
See? I know. I can't talk to y'all. Because you're talking to me. You can't listen with your mouth. So look. Oh, that offended you, huh? You can walk too. You can walk whenever you feel like.
I got a precept.
We're not begging you to stay here, I promise you. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 1. Hear the words that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up out of the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what I was going to say. We're going to be... Yo, shut the hell up, man. What I was going to say was, we're going to be saved from ourselves. We got to be saved from ourselves, not just these damn heathens. We got to be saved from this, from their mouth, man. They talk too damn much. Our people been oppressed for years, and they still got something to say. We telling them we oppressed people, and they don't care. We oppressed. We need to be saved from their men.
No,
their men run the world. Their men run the world. Donald Trump, Biden, the damn Illuminati, the Masons. And they act like they don't see it. You see that? That's why she got to be put in damn chains, man. That their mouths may be stopped. We ain't got to hear their stuff no more. We're about to rule.
Precept.
And they don't like it. The Lord is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. The Lord is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. If we had guns up here, they'd be like, oh, yeah, look at them. We got them. But we got Bibles, so they want to disrupt. You can speak whenever you feel like it, even if you want to talk shit. Go ahead.
I just want to say that we believe that as Christians,
go ahead.
we are, no matter what.
The Lord never said be Christians.
No matter what state
Hey, you know what? Go ahead and bring that precept up, bro. Go ahead, I'll read it. Nice and loud, too. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12.
That's right.
As for my people, children are their oppressors.
There you go. Children are their oppressors. These are child-minded people talking, bickering, and shit. They trying to talk over you. Yes. Now the word curse is now if I curse her, if I'm cursing this demon, I'm cursing her. If I say the word shit, if you go over to Russia, the word shit in Russia is pork. If I go over to England, I can't say bloody. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. But you coming up here disrespecting our teaching is cursing. You're supposed to keep your foot when you come into the house of the Lord. The Lord said when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst. You're supposed to keep your foot. You ain't got no Bible.
You ain't got no Bible.
You come up here talking about you're talking to your own brother. You know what? Bring the precept though. Let's get it.
It's Matthew chapter 4, verse 14.
Right.
The sower soweth the word.
That's why the Dallas camp came out with proper order and etiquette at camp. Let's get it.
And these are they by the wayside where the word is sown.
Right. She don't like it. She turning red. Go ahead.
But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
Right. So we ain't trying to hear that Jesus juice drinking, man. We done with that.
All right, well.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. All right, go eat some pork.
Precept.
Go celebrate your Christmas and your Halloween. Okay, then.
Confident and for sure in our mind.
Yeah, the wicked flee when no man pursueth. Hey, bring your men up here next time. We have debate done. Or that old fart sitting down right there.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, and verse 2.
Right.
I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Right.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Can't you tell by our doctrine that the Lord hates them? That's the way I'm saying it. But the doctrine shows that he hates them. Right? Look at those super seal holes over there. Yeah, you think he here to protect us? Nope. He here to protect them. He probably the feelings police. Go ahead, protect their feelings.
Verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and rebuild the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Come on with it. What do you say? That was talking about Herod. All right, Herod the Edomite. His dad was named what? Antipater the Idumean, the Edomite. We were going to get to that. I was going to teach Esau, man. We were going to teach him. But they don't want to hear that. That's why they're going to be bad wenches. I don't want it. Look like a bed wrench with skinny ass. Bed bug, yeah. You got bed bugs in Florida right there.
It's Romans chapter 9, verse 1. I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not. My conscience.
Right, we're not lying. We're not lying. We're saying the truth. Now listen, go ahead.
It says, my conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I wish like you.
No, because it's bearing us witness, man. The doctrine. That's what the Holy Spirit is. The Spirit of truth. And the Spirit is bearing us witness, man, with our doctrine that we're teaching. It's not bearing witness with them. The stuff they saying, look at them all running. Look at that bunch of rodents. Look at them run to your future perdition.
It says, for I wish myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the services of Yahweh and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom concerning the flesh, Yahweh came, who is over all, Yahweh blessed forever.
Right, man. That's what we set up to do. We set up to tear down these damn strongholds. Look at it peeking. Hey, huddle up. They're like that. They're like, yo, the devil over there. Like, all right, look, that didn't work. So, right, so I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you in the neck. Little child, you gotta step up.
Where were you when they were dumping on me? Where were you? You did nothing.
You heard me say children arrested. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. which is all y'all basically did the whole time.
Con, now.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, through the woman came beginning of sin, and through her we shall all die, especially with that being presented in front of us. Man.
Can you catch the walk of shame?
And that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to kill us with her bullets coming out of her mouth, man.
Yeah.
But she was shooting blanks.
Blank right now, boy.
And they try to do that all humble approach, like,
Nah,
That's good.
nah, and throwing
We
insults.
know how he
too.
cursed.
And when you got on the whole armor of your how about Shim Shah, you tear down madness like
you're
that.
able to withstand the wiles of the devil,
And
the fiery darts.
Right. And we don't have to hear nothing they gotta say. We choose to hear it because we like to have topics. Right? They give people come up with questions and give topics. All right, thank you, brother.
This is John chapter 8 and verse 43. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and obeyed not in the truth.
So they're falling after their authority. And that was talking, Yahushua was talking to 2/3 of our people at that time, right? But now they're falling at that. They're the father. They're the offspring of the father of their father, the devil, man. So they're doing the bidding of the devil, man.
Murderers.
Come, murderers.
True criminals.
Come.
I bet she won't call Biden a liar.
Hmm.
She wouldn't. You look right at him, but he's okay. Listen, I'm gonna talk about you. You're a liar.
Probably already got the super mighty one.
Yeah. And they didn't have no Bibles. She had
Got the book of John.
A magazine. A magazine.
Yeah, that was a magazine.
A magazine.
That was a magazine. Gospel magazine.
It's Job chapter 39, verse 17.
Yeah, I hate the little girl had to witness that massacre.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding.
And that's talking about our women. So if he deprived our women of wisdom, what the fuck you think they gonna? Oh yeah, I'll give it to Esau. Come on, man.
You're not wasting children's bread on a dog.
For real, man.
Hey, what's that? Our fathers have inherited lies. Right. Yeah. Is that 5?
Yeah.
Let's get that real quick, man, because this is a perfect example of that. Their fathers have inherited lies. All right, catch that right there. Look at that statue down there. That's our people. Look who's standing under us. That's our people, man. Greek. She admitted that she's a Greek.
Yep.
You know? They always trying to find their way in. Esau trying to find their way in, seeking it with tears, crying to the Lord. The Lord ain't hearing them. So he said for Jews and Greeks. So you're a Greek? Yeah. He's like, yeah, silly dove. Right, brother.
I got one. It's not the one you just asked for, but it's pertaining to the
Yeah, you work out. We good, man. Tap dancing.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, verse 34. Wait thou therefore, or wickedness now in the balance, and there is also that dwell in the world. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. So come, man, hey, oh yeah. The Lord has many names, Hey, if you go here, you go there, the Lord's name is going to change, but that's not true, man. Your name, she looked like a Sarah. So shit, if she went to China, India, Japan, or some shit, hey, Sarah, you know what I'm saying? They're going to introduce her in the native language. And once they get to her name, it's going to be her name in her native tongue, where that name originated from.
Yeah, man. That's a good name for her.
Storming Susan.
Heidi. Karen.
Oh, yeah.
Diana.
Yeah, look at it.
All right, this piggy did run Kermit the Frog. That's how Esau, Shedemite, she run Esau, man. They women ultimately run them, man.
What they say, happy wife, happy life. This Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. It says, "O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there's no profit."
What type of lies they got? Wisdom of Solomon 5, you got 3 something? Look at Wisdom of Solomon 5 first. What about that? They inherited lies, man, thinking that they're the Jews, calling themselves the Israelites. All right? One.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
Love it, man. That's why the Lord said, we stand in great boldness. He said, what? We're going to rejoice, dashing their damn children against the stones in the kingdom. I'm starting to feel that a little bit. You see it. They're attacking the word. They're attacking us.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
Right, man. So, yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Yeah, they see it. That was fear. That was fear, man. You know? I was over there farting like a baby duckling. Nervous ass. Go ahead.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
That's right. They're going to be amazed at it. See, the Lord going to make them amazed because they don't believe it. They do not believe it. She said, you're lying. I used to walk up to somebody and say they're lying, yo.
When I was young, that word lying was a cuss word. So you're around here talking about we were cussing. Right?
Yeah. You can't even do that in court. You got to prove it. Innocent till proven guilty, I thought. But not in Esau's world. They could change those laws. Yeah, you can walk up and say, you're a liar. You know? Yeah, that's right, man. She need to be saying that to her dad. That he's a damn liar. She's gonna say our fathers have inherited lies. He lied to her silly ass. All right, let's go, brother.
So far beyond all that they looked for. Verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
Yeah, a proverb of blame. They calling up and blaming us. What do you say? What do you say? They blame not themselves. I forgot the scripture. That one. The water. Yep. So they holding themselves not guilty, man. They coming up to us calling us the liar. But the Lord said that they're Satan, and all their works are lies and lying wonders.
Zechariah 11 and 5.
Hey, look at it. Look, they stood over there huddled up. I thought that was
They're calling the backup unit.
They were there patching up their wounds. They can't continue their mission without bleeding like that. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Right, we say and held the damn slavery sign up in their face. And we showed them, see, like, why would you want to take us in slavery? The brother read the scriptures, those that lead us into captivity shall go into captivity. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. If they call themselves saints, why isn't it their faith as well? And their patience to put a nation into slavery under them. Because they've already done it. They've already robbed, stolen, and killed everybody, and she knows it. And she inherited those lies. You see that? So that's why the Lord said, prepare slaughter for their children. Okay? That they do not rise and possess the land.
Bless, and they that sell thee say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
Right, those that sell it thee?
Yes.
That's right, they sold us. They were like, yo, thank you, Lordy. That's how they talk. Thank you, Lordy.
They were singing on them ships, gold, horses and guns, and they were selling us across the 4 corners of the earth.
Right, they're like, this land is your land, this land is my land. These islands, something like that. Right? Like, there's gold in them hills. Remember they were digging for gold and shit? They're like, what they say? Eureka! They're like, thank you, Lord. Right? That's dumb, man. That's dumb. And they were happy with slavery. They were happy, man. When they had us in slavery, that was the happiest time.
Shit, you see it on the side.
My man, you think the same thing I'm thinking.
Cheese and all.
Look at this, man. Can you catch that? Look at him, man. He's like, thank you, Lord. Look at his face. Look at that.
Eureka.
Look at it, man. Look at that. That's crazy. That damn
Hey, they the original. Oh, yes. You know, they used to say, aha, aha, aha.
That's them, man. They thanking the Lord, and the Lord like, well, yeah, okay, all right. Let's keep going.
You got something missing.
Where, brother?
This is Matthew.
Oh shit. Yeah.
She's talking about being saved. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So we say we have to be saved not only from the heathens, but from ourselves. We have to continually endure into this place, seeing people like them run this society. And we have to endure until the end so that we shall be saved.
But in her mind, she's got that phony Christian doctrine. She feels like she's already saved. Because she confessed the name, which wasn't a true name. She confessed the name of the devil and repented to the devil. But doesn't want to recognize them as being wicked. Want to let bygones be gone. Look at, man, they got crosses on their shirt. The same Christianity that they worship, they did that shit with crosses on their shirt. They did it in what they call in the name of Jesus. Come on, man. Like they in the God they're trying to get us to worship.
We gotta focus on that. They got crosses on this shit, man.
Like for real.
To be a part of the clan, you got to be a Christian.
That's a great point.
Yeah, because you go back to like the movie Django, they even showed it then. When the slave master was whipping the slave, he had scriptures on him, reading it beforehand. They actually thought in their mind that the Lord gave us up unto them without it go be a judgment on the back end, you know?
Right, man.
Think of the latter end.
That's right, man. Any precept?
Yeah.
I got one.
Go ahead, brother. Then,
Psalms chapter 9 and verse 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid is their own foot taken. The Lord is known by the judgments which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands.
That Christianity is another snare of our people, and they caught up in it. They deeply rooted, caught up in it. They're gonna hold on to that all the way to the end. When they see the missiles coming, they're gonna be calling Jesus like a woo, 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 and the Lord gonna be laughing at them, man. Man, the Lord is waiting on that thing, man. I was trying like, who? No, that ain't me. That ain't me.
Right, say, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
Come on.
Know what that? I'm trying to find something else.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, in verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? You see what I'm saying? You got her coming up here, still trying to push that Babylonian juice.
Vomiting.
Yeah, vomiting. You see what I'm saying? Imagining the vain thing, thinking that she could be saved, but really her ass, when the Lord come back, we're going to slap chains on her red ass wrists, on her red ass ankles. And that's just what we're going to do.
Right.
How dare they come up to us, knowing we have Bibles in our hands, asking, do y'all have time to talk about the Bible? And they don't have Bibles.
I mean, they thought they were in authority.
Yeah.
The Lord said, what? We came to teach and not be taught too. Especially from the woman. Not even our women, but especially not from us. Silly girl.
But you know,
she called us demons.
You know, they always want to come up talking about the laws, the statutes, you know, precepts of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, but they fail to realize that they're the wicked. So this is what the Most High says to them in Psalm 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statute? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth. So the Most High is like, what business do you have to declare my statutes and covenants that I gave to my people? How dare you? Or, you know, you don't have the right to even speak on the way that I set things up. Hey, real quick, when Zaquan hit him, when she's like, when Skinny Minnie said, there's neither Jew nor Greek. And then Miss Piggy, when Zaquan said, all right, do you know what a Hellenist is? And you should have seen the face of Miss Piggy. She was like, shit. Because she knew the answer. He said, what does the Hellenist mean? To be a Greek.
So therefore, that's what Paul was talking about, neither Jew nor Greek, because our people were being forcibly Hellenized. And it started with Antiochus IV.
That's right, man. And the gospel is what? The gospel of the kingdom. Those that seek a new heaven and a new earth, where in dwell of righteousness, and that's for who? Israel. And also the gospel of Yahweh. That's it. Those are two. That's the gospel.
It's good news for us, but it's bad news for them.
It's bad news for them, man. They like, all right, but what you got for me? Just like Esau was doing with Isaac. What about me?
That's cool and all.
Yeah. What about me? What about me, Father?
It says, verse 17, it says, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my word behind thee. So why in the flying flip bone do they want to come up asking people that they clearly see have Bibles in their hand? Do we want to discuss the Bible? But then when we start to bring out the precepts, we start to bring out the instruction, they hate it and then they cast it behind them. As you can see what they was doing, being very disrespectful, calling brothers up here liars.
Call us Gnostic. She didn't have the right definition for her insult. Yeah. And now they're doing what they should do: sit their ass on the bench. Get out the game, sit on the bench. You tired? Take a break. The devil told him that over here. I heard it. He said, y'all fucked up. Go sit on the bench. Go ahead, brother.
Chapter 2 and verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in sore displeasure.
We'll bring it down back. So, take your time. You get it. Read it again if you need to.
I mean, basically, it's on camera. We saw them, we saw their sore destruction. They took the walk of shame. They over there, they feelings hurt. Just simple.
Right, brother. He's gonna laugh at that. He laughing.
He's still laughing.
Right, he laughing just like us.
And what else he say? He shall have them in derision. They were totally
He gonna, the Lord using us to laugh. He gonna laugh through us too, man. All right. But we cut them and rebuke them. The Lord laughing, man. Yahweh Shah up there vexed, man. So when he see us rebuke somebody in his spirit, in his voice, man, listen, man, he loved that.
If I may add on, they're gonna be the same ones in Wisdom of Solomon. This was he who we had in derision and Proverbs approach. Right. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord come back and establish his kingdom, they're gonna know. You see what I'm saying? The whole world gonna know.
Right, man. Yeah, I said, she said, what do y'all need to be saved from? Like,
do you watch the news? What do you mean? Y'all and us.
Everything shit.
And then so they tried a little recon mission. They sent the little Latino looking one over there to Cuz. And she trying to hand him a little brochure and pamphlet. So he's like, man, if you don't get out my face, and that shit, like, listen, I'm listening to what I'm listening to. This is what I want to. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Like straight up. And she got mad about that.
You want to make a point, brother?
I'm good.
Oh, you just agreeing? Okay. Yeah, he's just heckling y'all from the side too. You know how our people, and they gotta get it put in too. You good? Yep.
He had a couple precepts over there.
Yeah, Isaiah 63. Yeah, Isaiah 63. If you get a precept, let me know. All right, Isaiah 63 and 1. We try to chill because tell the brother have a garment and stuff like that. But if you get one, man, let's launch one off today. All right, Isaiah 63 and 1. What about the shot?
This is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
Hey, man, I don't know who's better, man. Arakah or the ring announcer that be at the bottom. It's time. Coming all the way from Basra. Dark clothing.
That is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Hey man, the Lord said he got a golden girdle. He got that championship belt around his waist. He gonna have a bunch of crowns of the kings, man. On his thighs gonna say King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Right? Well, that's what he about. He like that, man. Come on with it. Keep going. So he got a judgment on these damn Edomites. You think words are bothering you? He said he's gonna consume you with his words and devour you with the brightness of his coming when he shows up. That's what you need to be worried about.
That's that Hebrews 4 and 12 we had brought up right before they came up.
Yeah.
Cutting their ass to the department.
Right. I don't know what that is, but
Hey, verse 2 of Isaiah chapter 63. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
He gonna dig his foot deep in your ass. Right, and twist.
Hey, y'all shy gonna get it back in blood.
Get it back in blood. There you go. There you go. That's what they say, right? There you go. Come on.
Verse 3 of Isaiah 63. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
Wow, man. All right. So he gonna turn all his righteousness. He gonna do some wicked shit to y'all. He gonna do some wicked shit. They're gonna go back to calling him Al-Shaja. Right?
Demon like power.
Demon like power, man. I don't like saying it, but yeah, it's on that level. You hear me? Yeah, brother?
What you think?
Keep on.
Their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Right, and that's why this is happening, man. Revelation 11, somebody get that Bible out the shot. So keep going.
Verse 4.
He's going to stain all his raiment. And we represent that too.
For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of redeem is come.
There you go. So the day of vengeance against Esau and Edom, that's in his heart. That's in his mind. Yeah? So that's why when we come out here and we just say, yo, the Lord going to destroy him, the Lord laugh about it. He's like, yeah, kid, tell him some more. Hell yeah. I'll be right there soon. You know what I'm saying? That's right. He said there's joy in the presence of that holy angel when one sinner repented for coming to this truth. So the Lord is up there rejoicing, but he's also vexed. You know, because it said, what's that? The scripture say the Lord is angry every day. He's angry every day, man. But we not supposed to be angry?
You say we're gonna do it according to his anger, we just get prepared. So we're gonna get a little angry a little bit.
I'll say this, we don't have no right to be angry. But we can get angry. The Lord allowed that.
Surely oppression shall make a wise man mad. You know?
Right,
Got
right.
that righteous anger, man.
What you just quoted. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 11. Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day.
Ooh. There you go. So he's judging the righteous. He's afflicting his household. He said, I'm going to start with my house. So he's judging the righteous, right? He also said what? But he's angry with the wicked every day. He's angry at their ass, man.
And so while his anger is turning away from us, it's turning toward the wicked.
Table's turning. Table's turning. Ball's in your court now, Esau. Time to drink of that cup. That's right, man. Somebody get that. Drink of the cup. Go ahead, brother. Car, you've been waiting for a while. Go ahead,
Since we're on Esau, sycophants, this is Psalm 58, verse 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Right, she came up with that womb lying. And gonna come up here and tell us another lie, calling us liars. Are you lying? Calling me a liar. She's been doing that since birth. And the other girl next to her. And her daddy. Damn. See that? They born speaking lies, saying that saying that they're a child of God. When they really they demons from birth. Right, go ahead, brother. Oh,
Yeah, that was it. I was going to the cup of mystery. All right, this is Revelations 14 and 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb.
Yeah, you want to break it down? You got to read it again. I'll wait for you to break it down. Sorry, bro. Yeah, always be ready to break it down. All right, go ahead.
It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive the mark of his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture.
Right, you break it down, break it down, bro.
All right, so pretty much anybody who worships the beast on this system, all right, it's gonna get the ultimate torment. It's gonna get ultimate destruction, man. Yeah. You know, it says the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture. So that wine that's gonna be poured into that cup, it's not gonna have no remedy. It's gonna be ultimate.
Right. You know what that's like? They go clean to their life. You know, you can bring that up.
Hey, it checks out without mixture. All right, so now we went through ours had mixture because we had the water of the word to help us through our affliction. But they ain't gonna have no hope in their shit. So their shit gonna be straight concentrate. No dilution.
Precept, no chasing.
No chasing.
In the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through into thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So when it comes down to it, see what I'm saying? She up there saying, what you got for me? What you got for me? Well, the Lord got something for you. You're going to drink of that cup. It's poured out without mixture, like the brother said. Just like we had to drink of the cup. See what I'm saying? You're going to have to drink of that same cup. But he said what? In Jeremiah chapter 16, you're getting double. See what I'm saying? A double dose. You're going to pour your ass up a week.
I got that on your ass, bro.
Look at Jeremiah 49 and 12. Just one more time.
You say 49 and 12?
Yeah.
All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 12. But thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Talking about Esau, man. Basra. Right? Talking about Edom. That's what we're trying to say to her, but we'd rather say it to the men of their Edomite dynasty. You know, say it to them. Right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not go unpunished.
They're not going to go unpunished. The Lord going to punish them, man. Why are you so mean? You're reading from a Bible, man. You scared of these scary ass. Scared of the words of a book. Yeah, you should be. That's right. These words are powerful, bro.
Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
They're going to surely drink of it, man. All right, the Lord like, they're not going to go unpunished. They're surely going to drink of it. All right, everything they did to it, the Lord's going to get them double. They had us for almost 500 years here. Not 400, not 430. For almost 500 years we've been here. But now, we're going to have them for 1,000 years. Yeah, that's right. So we're going to have them double. All the way up to that last second of that last day. And the Lord going to slow down time. That's why you see the days going by quick, because the Lord knows Esau is moving. Right. Yeah. So in that time, he's going to slow things down, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 51, verse 22. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, thy power, that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dredges of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again.
Right, the Lord set it up that way, man. He gave us Yahushua, the new covenant. He said, Israel's not going to drink it again. Not Esau. Scripture said we weren't supposed to drink of it. Now Esau going to drink of it. They're surely going to drink it, and they're going to swallow it all the way down. And the Lord going to give it to them without mixture. It's like somebody doing what? Force feeding you damn devils Like they used to do to us in slavery. Knock our teeth out. What did the Lord say? Knock out. What did he say? Knock out their teeth, oh Lord.
We're still going to this day.
Right. Pour that punch down their throat. That spike punch.
Verse 23.
Yeah, man.
But I will put it in the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as a street to them that went over.
All right.
So the Lord, like, and that's spiritually saying our soul to bow down. And she was trying to get our spirit to bow down to that bullshit again. But by coming over with that blasphemy that she was talking, man. But the average Drake would have been cool by y'all with their ass. You know, but not the true men of the Lord, not the ones that have faith in you. How about you now, Stein?
I'm a black man. Rednecks, I'm a black man.
Black man.
Esau can't trust me. I'm gonna lead him right into a trap. Serious.
Like
I'm gonna take you right to your house, so you can get home.
Like old boy did for the worshipers of Baal. Come on, let's live it up. Let me show you.
Yep.
And he killed them all.
I want to deceive you so bad. I probably punched one of my brothers in the stomach. You think I'm on your side? Hey, follow me. Take it. I got you.
Go with it. Go with it.
Sorry. Make sure I get your ass in that track.
Quagmire.
Hey, I'm just joking. I ain't starting my new you, man.
No, I was
Get you done so bad. Any more precepts? Let's run these real quick and work this one.
This is back at Psalms 50, verse 22. Now consider this, ye that forget Yahweh, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Now, this was talking to our people, but this can apply to Esau because he has forgotten the Most High. He think the Most High ain't gonna do nothing. Well, those that forget the Most High, he gonna put the whoop on them. And as you know, Esau, he gonna get the whoop put on him, and it ain't gonna be no remedy. Ain't gonna be nobody to come rescue or stop nothing. So he's gonna get the whole cup. Like our people, we'll say our people got a shot. Esau gonna have to down the whole cup.
Yeah, he's gonna get the whole bottle. Hey, shit. And if you don't like what we're saying, man, turn the channel. Stop being emotional. You don't like the way we're talking. You don't like the way we speak or anything. You can change the channel anytime.
Fine. It's just like it
Any church,
says.
anybody got a church?
Just like it says in Psalms 9, man, the wicked shall be turned into hell, and every nation that forget God. All right, just to land back the brother in the car scripture. And it's the book of Psalms 139 and 20. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee?
That's right, man. We hate them damn devils.
And am I not I grieve with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies.
Right. That's right, man. These are damn enemies, man. That's right. If you ain't with the Lord, they enemies, man. If they don't believe in Yahweh, they enemies. Even 2/3 of our people have become enemies. All right? They're following after the ways of these heathens, man. All they want to protect them. You know, so if we count them as our enemies, that was a great scripture, man. We should meditate upon that. All right? Because when you pray, you should pray for the Lord to destroy his enemies and destroy your enemies.
Hey, God, that's like the verse from Psalms, that heart should meditate terror, man.
Right, man. All right, and we've been given the mind of Yahweh. What do you say? And vengeance is in his heart. All right, we have that same mind like Yahweh, meditating on what he's gonna do. All right. Precept. Oh, you have one.
This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, says the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh.
Right, man. Right. Revelation 11, go ahead, brother.
It's Revelation, what verse? 8. Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. Oh, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Gone. Gone. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city of Babylon, aka America, is that great city. Everyone wants to come here, and they've been coming here in droves to come to this great place to taste the dream of it. All right. and which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. And spiritually, spiritually, this place is Sodom, as we know, for Pride Month. Spiritually, this place is Egypt, as we know, from our slavery, from our bondage. All right.
Yep. And the riches in this place in our idolatry. Right. And the deliverance of the second Egypt. Right, man.
It's gonna be a beautiful deliverance.
Yeah. God.
Where also our Lord was crucified, and daily they crucify him afresh by people like those ladies coming up here. You want to talk about I don't want to say the name, but Caesar Borgia.
And forcing our people to sin. Forcing our people to sin, trying to make the Lord get back up there on that cross. He's like, nah, just go ahead and destroy them. I died for the elect, and they'll come back in through the elect in the kingdom.
Hey, don't you see by now? We wrestling against flesh. We're not wrestling against flesh and blood. This is a spiritual battle in high places. Their churches are sending her out here. Thanks. See that? That's the hand of the devil. That's not the devil itself. That's the fucking fingers or something, the toes. They sent her out here. They sending them out here battling against what we're teaching. You might teach somebody today, but the devil can pluck it right out of their mind. But they handing out them damn pamphlets that's gonna get burned up too.
Really quick, she that wasn't her first time seeing us. She walked around this park a few times before she walked up with us with a girl next to her. All right, they had a little plan. They had a little
powwow.
They had a powwow before they walked up to us. So them asking us, hey, do y'all want to talk about the Bible? They knew we had Bibles. All right, they knew that everything that we were saying was out of the scriptures. Yet they still came up to us in subtlety, trying to do that little cunning.
Basically, when she said that, they were like, they knew that we were talking about the Bible, but really she was saying, shut that shit up. Let's talk about what we want to talk about. Calm that shit down, nigga.
I heard that.
That's exactly what you said.
You should see it that way spiritually, though. You just look at it that way spiritually.
Yep. Get it. Nice. I heard it. Tell me, nigga. I heard it. Where we at? Where we at?
Enough of what you little niggas talking about.
Sorry, y'all talking about how they got their little powwow going. This is Psalms chapter 10 and verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doing he murdered the innocent. His eyes are purely set against the poor.
You got it, brother.
Basically, like he said, they had a powwow. They heard us about, they saw us with Bibles, heard us what we were talking about, and they were like, no, let's go talk about what we want to talk about. Like they were trying to devour, they can't devour Yahweh by Shimmy Shai. They got devoured by his word.
They tried to divide and conquer. They tried that trick before. They can't divide us, man. See, the spirit of Yahweh is one solid vine, man. See that? They can't divide it no more. They try to divide and conquer. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall scatter. Our shepherd is on the throne right now. He reconnected to us and bringing us together in one spirit.
Smite them no more.
They try any kind of way to try to, divide us, man. They can't do it.
This is Psalms chapter 52, verse 1. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of Yahweh endureth continually. So Esau, he boasted himself, you know what I'm saying, in mischief. Because right now he's the mighty man because he's in the power seat. But the Most High's righteousness and or goodness endureth forever. Meaning the Most High is going to intervene, and Esau ain't going to be able to send Esau up here to try to slide in and try to smite the shepherd or try to scatter or try to quiet us down. This is verse 5. It says, Yahweh shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living. Salah. So the Most High is going to destroy Esau. You ain't gonna have no more Shedemites coming up here telling us subliminally to shut up what we saying and talk about what they want to talk about. Esau ain't gonna be in power. The Most High is gonna wipe Esau out off the planet. Shedemites and Shedem.
She dumb. She dumb as hell.
She dumb.
All right, let's finish that Revelation 11:8. I think it's about 9 now. All right, man. Lord said he's gonna root them out of the earth, man. That mean what? What's that? Genocide. That's what they try to do with us. But the Lord gonna show them genocide. He gonna show them what they couldn't accomplish. The Lord said it. He said, when you see the sun and the moon disappear, that's when you will see Israel disappear. And it's still here. So Israel's still here, man.
Reggae song. Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm gonna chase you off the earth.
That's right. The elect gonna be singing that in the kingdom. You know how Jake is. They only ride around loud music. Lucifer, son of the chariots, like
Yeah, both 12s in the chariot.
chasing their ass around the damn earth. They can't run nowhere. They ain't got nowhere to run. They trying to run to space. They trying to run in the ground. They can't run nowhere, man. The whole shot like a predator got them stuck here. That's game. Yeah. Okay. You want to chase me out of the woods, eagle? Okay, now let's chase the eagle. Let's play chase the eagle, Rome. Go ahead, brother.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right, they saw us in slavery, and still to this day, she don't want to see us rest. The Lord says, this is the rest where I cause the weary to rest. What's that? The truth. They wouldn't tell us the truth, man. They hid the truth from us because they didn't want us to have no rest. So what is that? But
one of y'all held up that slavery sign after she said, what y'all need to be saved from, she completely, earlier we was talking about being blind, she completely was like, so what?
Yeah.
What you gotta be saved from? Completely overlooked that.
Right, she's trying to turn to Stevie Wonder quick, right?
Going like this.
Yeah. Every time I put that up, it's retarded, right?
Verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts to one another.
Right. Go ahead.
One to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
That's right, man. So that's what? I don't want to miss that point. Oh, they were rejoicing. And what's that? That's what we read earlier. They were saying, thank you, Lordy. That's how they talk, man.
Trading slaves like cattle.
Trading slaves,
Postcards.
branding us. They still trying to brand us today. Look at that. They trying to put that ool in you. The ool that used to be in the ear. Now they're trying to brand people today. You already know what.
And well, spiritually and with that.
Yeah, they're trying to brand them. Isn't that called a brand? When you start a business, you start a brand. So they're trying to brand the people now. All right. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 11. After 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
There you go. So we witnessed that fear. Great fear falling upon that seat. You read that last part again? I got goosebumps in that song.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
See that, man? See that, man? So the Lord telling you to stand upon your feet. They're going to strike fear into these devils. Ain't it Halloween? I thought they wanted fear. Where'd they go? I thought they was some scary shit. Well, the Lord said this out here. Huh?
Are you not frightened?
Are you not entertained?
Verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither.
Saying to Esau?
No.
Saying to Moab?
Israel.
Cash money? Go ahead, bro. Talking about who? The elect. All right, the elect of Israel, not all Israel. Go ahead, brother.
Saying, come up hither, saying unto them, come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
So I pray, it don't even matter. They're gonna see that. It don't even matter if she around to see it. You know, one see it, all of them see it. They're like a tree. They're all attached to each other. One gonna feel it, they all gonna feel it. We just need one of them to feel it and see it. The Lord gonna send it through their whole nation, the kingdom. All right, so they say what? They're gonna see it. They're gonna see Yahweh's return, and they're gonna see the elect get taken care of. And then that's when they're gonna lift up their eyes, and their hell and their judgment is gonna begin, man. When this place gets destroyed. All right? Good, bro. We're gonna end up with this one, bro. Let's check out. Go ahead, bro.
This 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. See, it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels.
That's when I brought out the scripture. He that leads in captivity shall go into captivity. There you go. There you go. He dropped it. That's it, man. That's it. That's it. And that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid that the Most High really exists. So they rather worship their idols and be in falsehood, because if they really understand the essence of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they know that it will be to their destruction.
Yeah, and their fathers have inherited lies. They actually believe it. I think it's better that they believe it.
Yeah.
I think it's better. So that means the Lord deceived them.
Yes, because it said the deceived and the deceiver are his. Just like, man, listen. What does it say in Wisdom of Solomon? Fear is nothing but expecting help from your, roughly paraphrase, expecting help from your succor, meaning your spiritual protection, right? And having hope in that, and it faileth. And it faileth. That's what true fear is. Being in a sense that you have no hope. And they don't have no hope, man. That's that cup without measure. That's without mixture. Because he gave us right in what he said. He put judgment and wickedness together in the balance. So we had hope throughout this whole time. He said, in the place of their captivity, I shall be a little sanctuary unto them. So they ain't gonna have no sanctuary. They ain't gonna have shit. That's not concentrated measure.
That's what the Lord said. What? They're gonna be able to chase rope. That no man taketh up. They ain't gonna have nobody to run to. They're gonna be able to chase row. I showed my children that. I said, you know what a row is? And they were like, what? I had to pull it up. It was a little tiny scared ass deer. It started cracking up. That's right, man. All right. Go ahead.
And this just a quick parable on Lazarus and the rich man, which we represent Lazarus being that poor man. And this is Luke 16:22. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments.
Right, that's the elect getting taken into the kingdom, into the chariot. They're gonna see that. All right, and at that moment, the rich man gonna die. What's that? They're gonna be destroyed from their power seat. All right, from their blessing, it's gonna be done. And then after that, they're gonna lift up their eyes. By the time that's it, the torment.
And that's what go back to what the elder was saying earlier, how the Lord go slow down the times then.
That's right, man.
Because we go be in our rest, man, but it's gonna be torment for them.
It's gonna be called day one. Forever.
And seeth Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, hey, yeah, you go see Lazarus in his bosom. You go see the Israelites, the elect, all right, and ultimately the whole nation of Israel in the brooks of honey, man, the kingdom. And he's not going to take no part in it.
Yep, the beggar. That the Lord sent us over here as the beggar. And the word Lazarus just means Jacob. If you look it up right there. All right. Any more precepts? So that's a prophecy that they're about to lift up their eyes and they're going to be hot and blazing with them damn afflictions and adversity. All right. The same thing we had to go through, but even worse. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms 75, verse 7. But Yahweh is the judge. He put it down one and set it up another. So Yahweh is the judge. He puts one up and he sets one down. And he put in power who he want in power. He take out of power who he want to take out of power. He taking Esau out of power and he putting Yasharallah back in power. Just that simple. And the Most High is the judge, so he the mediator, so he gonna know what's going on.
Any more precept? All right. We can wrap it up. Anybody got precept? Y'all good? I'm a one. I might have one. All right, no doubt. We can wrap it up, man. So with that, man, we're gonna wrap it up. And I want to start getting out here at nighttime too, but pray not here. You know what I'm saying? But with that, man, we're gonna give praise to the Most High, man. Son Yahweh Shai, and go home tonight and pray that Yahweh heard of and send Yahweh Shai, man. They talking about what we gotta be saved from. That's not. We don't have to tell our testimony to these devils. We cry to Yahweh Shai about that, but we cry to each other. Just like y'all cry to each other out there. We become each other's tissue to cry into. So you know what I mean? So cry to the Lord while these devils cry to their idols. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the cry is getting bottled up in the heavens, man, in the Shemayim.
That's right, bro.
You know?
That's right. That's right, man. The Lord gonna pour out that bottle on Esau.
Nice. Go ahead.
You got light bulb?
Go
All right.
ahead.
So with that, man, hope this is edifying to y'all. And you know, first we want to say, shalom to y'all too, man. Peace unto y'all, man. You know, have that peace in your spirit from this truth. All right, there's gonna be all kinds of people trying to distract you, pull you away from it, throw you off, insult you, always there to bog you down, man. But you gotta use the scriptures to keep you uplifted, man. All right, and trust the Lord as a faithful creator. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we're gonna say call.
Halayim, La, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Ha, Wakah, Kodash, Ma'amah.
All right, double honor to the elder apostles, the GMS, and the elders, and shalom to you, Akim, and Akwat, and the children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. All right, with that, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.
Right, man.
Take your time, Pastor.
I got you.